slide, find your zone every day. Take a slide, find your zone every day.
Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District said.
And good evening, Seminole fans, and welcome to another edition of Osceola Seminole Football. We are live here tonight at Seminole Stadium for another big conference matchup between your Osceola Seminoles and the Piggott Mohawks. And Bobby, we're starting to feel what it's like for that fall weather. It is beautiful here at Seminole Stadium tonight.
Beautiful football weather. It's cool. We got a little breeze, and it's going to be a great night for football.
I am joined by Bobby Eflin on the as a color commentator. Mr. Jade Gonzalez is our technical guy, producer, director, all the above. Gage Eflin will be on the camera tonight, and we're looking for a big night of Osceola Seminole football here on the Seminole Nation on Facebook and YouTube, and also on the stream, on the app, on the Sudbury Radio Sports app, that you can listen there on your smartphone. Bobby, let's talk about last week, first conference game of the year, coming off a week where we were quarantined due to the COVID-19. So we had a big game against the Corning Bobcats, got a big win last week against them. Just a huge win to get that monkey off your back. The first career win for Coach Jamie Carter. Just recapping last week against Corning, Seminoles they get right on the board 2 times in the first quarter with a 1-yard touchdown run by Dontaven Littleton and a 64-yard touchdown pass from Dontaven Littleton to number 4, Jaden Brown. Seminoles led 14-0 after 1.
You know, Michael, we talked about it in the first 2 football games, and we expect so much out of Dontaven. We know what kind of athlete he is, and you really saw it come to fruition last week. Dontaven's got a great arm. He's got a really strong arm. He's a very accurate passer, and we saw some things out of Jaden Brown last week that that speed. We knew he had that speed. We knew it was there, but you saw him utilize it in the pass routes last week, and going out there and getting a couple of long balls. It was a good offensive game by the Seminoles.
Get into the second quarter, 1-yard touchdown run by the sophomore, number 1, Tony Williams. And then with 7:17 left in the second quarter, Corning gets on the board for the first time with a 47-yard touchdown pass from number 2, Jake Gutierrez, to number 5, Jordan Grubb. And that puts them on the board midway through the second quarter. After that, it was all Osceola to end the half. A 26-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontaven Littleton. 46-yard touchdown pass from number 11, Dontaven Littleton, to number 5, Landry and Clayton. Seminoles led 34-6 at the half, Bobby. And let's look at these stats there at the end in the first half. Seminoles had 12 rushes for 59 yards, but let's look at the passing. 4 for 6 through the air for 129 yards, 188 yards total offense in the first half.
That's a good output. That's going to put you in the 400-yard total output range for the game, and that's what Coach Carter's looking for. He's looking for a little bit of that, a little bit probably more, a little more even distribution between the run and pass. And he's looking to be versatile in the offense, and they really showed it last week. It was a really good offensive showing by the Seminoles.
Bobby, talking about a little defense here, Seminoles hold Corning to 88 total yards in the first half.
We knew that was going to be the strength of the Seminole football team. You could just feel it when we started talking to Coach Carter and started kind of hanging out around practice. You could see that the defensive side of the ball was ahead of the offensive side of the ball, and you would expect that with Coach Carter's background. But that defense has been good all year. Even in the first 2 losses, the defense was good, and you knew that we would have a solid year defensively.
Third quarter started off with a big 54-yard punt return for a touchdown by number 17, Sanajay Brown.
Where did he come from?
That's what everybody was saying. Sanajay Brown, who is that? Well, we know who he is, and very soon everybody else will too. Corning, 10-yard touchdown run by number 2, Jake Gutierrez, and the two scores we just mentioned was all you had in the third quarter.
And that's we knew that the offense of Corning ran through Jake Gutierrez, and he showed us that. He proved that, and we like you said, Sanajay Brown comes out of anywhere. Comes out of nowhere, and you're talking about a kid that can fly. I mean, fly. They're going to be big things this year out of Sanajay Brown.
The mercy clock was in effect in the second half, folks, and the time just ran all through the third and fourth quarter. The only other score was a 1-yard touchdown run by number 9, Torian Bell Jr., that was the final of the ball game. I mean, just a huge win by Osceola, 48-12 last week. Bobby, in the second half, Seminoles ran no plays in the third quarter. They had the punt return for a touchdown, but they didn't run an offensive play in the third quarter. And with the mercy clock, there was only 7 in the fourth quarter. Just goes to show you about how fast that third and fourth quarter went. On the game, Seminoles had 16 rushes for 63 yards. They were 7 for 9 through the air for 179 yards, 242 yards total offense for Osceola last week. Corning had 38 rushes for 119 yards. They were 1 for 8 through the air with the 1 touchdown, 47 yards. They had 166 yards of total offense. Dontaven Littleton, 4 for 6 through the air for 129 yards with 2 touchdowns, and 4 rushes for 24 yards with 2 touchdowns. Another big thing there was Torian Bell Jr. Like I said, he was 3 for 3 for passing for 50 yards and 1 touchdown on the drive that led us to the end zone there at the end of the game. And the other big stat that I want to make sure we talked about, Logan Slayton. He was on special teams. And, that we've had a bad spot there in the first 2 games. Well, they cleaned it up last week. He was 6 for 7 with extra points last week.
Special teams was a focus, a point of focus in practice, and Coach Carter told us it had to be cleaned up, and we knew it had to be cleaned up, and they did that last week. They looked much better last week. Coverage was fine. They were in their lanes and just did a much better job on both sides. On kickoff return, and punt return.
So that's last week, folks. Seminoles get a huge win against Corning to start conference play at 1-0 with a 48-12 win over Corning. And, Bobby, at this time, let's talk about the Piggott Mohawks. Piggott is, well, they're going to coach by they're going to coach by committee, Bobby. As many people know, last week their head football coach, Michael Harrell, was demoted from the head coaching position and is just going to teach. So he's no longer with the football team. And so they're going to probably coach by committees, what we're understanding, for the Piggott Mohawks. But that didn't hurt them at all because they're 1-0 in conference. They beat Manila last week 60-6, and that's just a huge statement coming into conference for beating Manila that big, and just unbelievable. I mean, they're in the 3A3 and they're 3-1 overall. They beat St. Pius, Missouri 12-0. Beat Mark Tree 50-30. Manila 60-6, and the only loss comes to Highland 36-34. Last season, Bobby, they were 2-8 overall, 2-5 in conference, sixth place finish with no playoffs. And the game last year, Osceola beat Piggott 34-12 at Piggott.
You don't put up those kind of offensive point numbers if you don't have a strong offensive football team. And so you see them, and I don't care who you're playing or what you think about the team you're playing, you put 60 on the board, you've had a strong offensive night and a strong offensive output. You put 50 on the board in another game, 34 in another game. These guys can score. It's very obvious they can score, and we're going to have to play sound defensive football.
Bobby, what we're doing right now on the screen, he's getting a little bit of the sidewall there, but you see the scoreboard. It's got 56, 56, home 56, gas 56, yards to go 56, ball on the 56. Folks, I don't know if many of you know, but we'll enlighten you here. Special young man for the Piggott Mohawks lost his life. He was a football player for the Piggott Mohawks. His name is Hunter Midkiff. Lost his life earlier, a couple months ago before the season started. You can see his picture we just put up on the screen here, and lost his life in an accident on the field there at Piggott. And we're going to dedicate this game all the way around to Hunter Midkiff here tonight. His number is 56, as you can see it there. The Osceola Seminole School District, the Seminole Nation, everybody wants to say that we are still praying for the family of Hunter Midkiff, and we will do all night long. We'll talk about that young man, and it's just a bad situation, Bobby. Bad situation.
And Logan White for Piggott will wear number 56 tonight in honor of Hunter Midkiff, and it's just it's an incredible loss, and a loss that you never want to experience as a parent. And we're both fathers of teenage kids, and I just can't imagine what that family went through. And if there is any way to see a bright side of any tragedy such as this, it's that he was a quality young man and he lived a quality life, and he's something to be held up, and Piggott needs to be proud of that young man and who he was, and we'll talk about him all night. It's definite that it's worthy, and again, our prayers go out to his family and to the whole Mohawk family.
They've got a banner on the far side over there that's on the front. They're going to play every game for this young man, and we just want to say again from the Osceola School District and the Seminole Nation that we will be praying for the family. It can't get no easier, and just sorry to hear about the young man that was on the field there, Mr. Hunter Midkiff. Bobby, talk a little bit about offense with the Piggott Mohawks. They're going to change to the spread with a run-pass option. Their quarterback is going to be number 10, Tanner Dixon. Good quarterback. They're senior-heavy. They're going to rely on number 2, Michael Parker, 6'2", 180 at running back. And also Logan Ralph. He's a wide receiver. Had a big game last week against Manila. He was their player of the week. He had 4 receptions for 101 yards, 3 touchdowns. So we're used to seeing them line up and just plow you, and just make you submit. Well, they've gone to the spread a little bit more this year, and they're going to spread that ball out and try to try to beat you that way.
And again, they've definitely upped the offensive output. They're putting a lot of points on the board. The move to the spread is, of course, what most high schools and colleges are going to nowadays. And it's a high octane offense, and the goal is to put the defense on their heels and to score a lot of points. And they've accomplished that this year so far. So Osceola's going to have to come out and play disciplined defense. They're going to have to keep their eyes, play with great eye discipline and not get fooled by the window dressings of the spread formations and the read option. You've got to stay in your lanes and complete your assignment. You have to play strong defensive football to win this one tonight.
On defense, they're going to run a 4-3 designed to stop the run. They're going to rely on number 12, Logan Ralph. We've already talked about him. He's going to play a corner, multiple tackles. He's their leader on defense. Also, number 1, Brandon Seal, cornerback. Also going to run some safeties all over the place. Also, number 2, Michael Parker, linebacker, 6'2", 180. He's going to be a big body in the middle, hard to get around him. So they're going to get some good blocks and just keep everything in check. But their defense is going to be fundamentally sound.
And that's, again, you look at those point totals and you look at the totals from the other schools, and in that one loss, they didn't give up just a ton of yardage. They gave up some points, but apparently they play a good, strong, solid defense. They'll play that 4-man front. That's going to be used to combat the run game of Osceola, and we know that although it hasn't really gotten going strong until last week, we know Coach Carter wants to play ball control offense. He wants to have success with the run and use the run to set up the big play down the field. And so I'm sure we'll see a heavy dose of run early in this football game from the Seminoles.
Let's talk about your Osceola Seminoles. They are coached by Jamie Carter. They're either 3-3, 1-2 on the season. Lost to Cross at 26-20 and Blytheville 25-24. No week 3 due to COVID. Supposed to play Gosnell, and that game was canceled. Last week they played the first conference game, beat Corning 48-12. Last season, Osceola 12-2 overall, 7-0 in conference. Lost to Harding Academy in the state championship game. Heck of a season for the Seminoles last year. On offense, the Osceola wants to run the spread with a read option emphasis. Quarterback makes the offense go. I mean, he does. And number 11, junior Dontaven Littleton, 6'2", 200. Folks, he's got all the tools on both sides. He can run the football. He can throw the football. Week 4 against Piggott, he was 4 for 6 for passing for 129 yards. He had 24 rushing touchdowns for 4 touchdowns. So you can tell, Bobby, the offense likes to go through the quarterback.
Dontaven is definitely what makes the offense go for the Seminoles. And again, it's like we've talked about. We talked about it last year that the Seminoles are set at quarterback for years to come. You got Dontaven Littleton, A.J. Harris can play the position, and then you've got young Torian Bell back there that came in at the end of the football game last week during the cleanup work and did a great job through a couple of great passes. But, it's really driven by Dontaven and his ability to push the football down the field.
No doubt about that. They also use number 4, Jaden Brown, wide receiver junior, 6'1", 165. He's a big target for Osceola. And also number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. He's a junior, 6'5", 205. He's going to line up a tight end and wide receiver. On the defensive side of the ball, they want to run a 3-4 stack. They gave up only 166 total yards last week, which is a good defensive output for Osceola. They're going to rely on number 52, Chris Littleton. He's a senior, 6'1", 210. Number 54, Kamarian Brooks. He's a junior, 6'2", 200. And also number 15, Skylar Young. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 160. Bobby, in my opinion, the offense needs to set the tone, strike early. They need to execute and minimize mistakes. On defense, they need to play fundamentally sound. They need to make Piggott turn the ball over. They need to really put pressure on them. And special teams has to have another big game here tonight.
Yeah, Piggott won the toss, so they deferred to the second half. So the Seminoles are going to have the opportunity to put their offense on the field first. And defensively, that defense runs through Chris Littleton and A.J. Harris. Those two young men.
I think we're having a moment of silence. This is a moment of silence for number 56, Hunter Midkiff, folks, at this time. To his family. Bobby, talk about a sponsorship just real quick. First Central Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Mr. Greg Reese and Taylor Lucius down there. Our support sponsors are Bougainville Pest Control, Oscar Gonzalez, Jay and Jacob, all the crew up there. Appreciate you so much. Roller Swift Funeral Home, Mr. David Tucker, Sandbar Grill, Harry and Jeanette Keats. Sandra Brand for City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Tyler Dunnigan for City Council, Ward 3, Position 2. Osceola School District, Mr. Alfred Hogan. Osceola School Board, Huddle House, Manager Michael Henderson. Re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative District 55. And the Willis Clinic, Dr. Sharita Willis, Medical Director. And as you see right there, Piggott's going to try to like a little pooch kick over the top of Osceola. It goes out of bounds. So Osceola will have the football. First and 10, I believe, around the 35, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they'll be able to take it at the 35. Just tried a little pooch kick, and it just got away from him and went out of bounds. And that's a good start for the Seminoles. Good field position. Come out here and make something productive happen on offense. And again, I think you're gonna see Coach Carter want to establish the run at some point in this football game. And that's whether or not he decides to do that right in the first offensive series or later in the game, we'll see. But at some point, he's going to want to control the clock with the run game.
Seminoles line up, shotgun formation. Dontavian Littleton is your quarterback. Ball sitting on the 35-yard line. Three wide receivers to the near side, two to the far side. True spread here, folks. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to run this time. Going to try to go up the middle. They're going to stop him for no gain. Be 2nd and 10 for Osceola.
And there you see it, that quarterback draw, designed run by the quarterback. And, Coach Carter's trying to establish a control of the line of scrimmage right off the bat. He wants to be able to run the football between the tackles.
Seminoles are right back to the line of scrimmage. A little hurry-up offense for the Seminoles. 5 wide receivers set once again. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. It is complete. Across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. That is number 22 for Osceola, Jabari Person, and that's going to be a first down for Osceola, Bobby.
Just a little flare route by Jabari there. You're going to roll the quarterback out, and you have 2 routes that go just a little bit deeper, and Jabari drags underneath to the sideline. And again, there you see Dontavian. He's on time and on target. Good first down pickup, and that's a good start for the Seminoles.
5 wide receivers set once again. Quarterback's in the shotgun. There's a snap. Now he's going to roll to his left. Still looking. He's going to go away. He's got a man wide open at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 15, out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. That is number 5, Landry and Clayton. And good job there, Bobby, by Dontavian Little seeing the man wide open and getting it to him.
And that, again, you had a skinny flag out to the outside, and Landry comes in the gap in the zone coverage. And when a team runs a zone defense against you in your pass offense, you're looking for those holes, those places to sit down. Landry does a really good job sitting down in that hole.
Ball sent it to 17-yard line. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. He's looking, still looking, going to throw it complete. Going to be about the 11-yard line. That is number 4, Jaden Brown. And it's going to break up a second down, second and about 4 for the Seminoles.
It's really the same play that they threw to Jabari just a minute ago to get that first down. Michael, I want to go back to the play before, and you see Dontavian, he's running to his left, and he's throwing across his body. Again, just speaks to the strength of that arm that he has and his ability to be accurate with the football even on the run. 5
wide receiver set, folks. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he does. Tunnel screen out to the left side. It's number 22. That's Jabari Person. It's going to lose back to about the 19-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down, third and about 7 for Osceola.
Just try to run a little bubble screen out there and get a couple of blocks, and it's a good defensive play. I thought something fell down.
Something did.
Something fell.
Something did fall in the room beside us, folks. We're sorry. We just want to make sure everybody was all right.
I want to make sure the box wasn't coming down.
Shotgun formation. Here comes one man in motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to take off. Nope, he's still going to look to throw. And now he tries to throw, and
it's going to be a fumble.
They're going to say it's a fumble, but how can it be a fumble if his arm's going forward? They're going to say he lost it, and that's a big break. Piggott's going to get it, 1st and 10 at about the 16-yard line.
And, Michael, that was designed to go to the tight end right in the middle of the field, and it was covered up really, really well by the Mohawks. Of course, Dontavian was running for his life at that point, and he couldn't see back across the field. But back in the corner of the end zone on the western side of the field, he had a couple of receivers standing over there by themselves. He just couldn't get the football to him because of the pressure.
Shotgun formation for the Mohawks. They come out with their own wide receiver set. They're going to give it to the running back. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get positive yards up to the 20-yard line. That's a 4-yard gain. Should be second and about 6. Well, we'll call it 7 for the Mohawks.
It's number 2, Michael Parker, and that's just an inside zone, just a good power run, and you pick up 4 and a first down output. That's good. You want at least 4 on first down, and that's what they've achieved.
There is a snap. We've got a whistle and a false start. They're going to get number 50 that time. I saw him when he stood up.
Yep, he was
Will
early.
Mansell. Be a 5-yard penalty. He's going to bring up a second down, second and about 12 for the Mohawks. Folks, while we got just a second, I want to thank everybody for watching the Seminole Nation live stream on the Facebook and YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to give you a shout out as we go along here. Thank you so much. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Going to give it to the man coming through, but he's hitting the backfield. Woo! Big time hit in the backfield there by the Seminoles, and it's going to be another loss for the Mohawks. They're going to lose 1, Bobby. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 14 this time.
Led by A.J. Harris. He comes in from that defensive end position, comes down the line, and cleans that up from behind. And he's joined there by Kamarian Brooks, and that play looked like it had a little life to begin with, but A.J. does such a good job collapsing from his defensive end position.
4 wide receivers set, shotgun formation for the quarterback. There is a snap. He's going to look, still looking, going to roll a little bit to his right. Now here he comes back, still looking to throw, and he's going to throw it across, looking for the wide receiver, and he's got him. Got him down to about the 41-yard line. That is number 7, Hayden Emerson. Good pitch and catch there. First down for the Mohawks.
There's a good job there by Tanner Dixon. I mean, he gets flushed by Kamarian Brooks, and then you get you get Tony McNeil coming in and trying to clean it up. And he does a good job getting the ball out there where only his receiver can catch it. The coverage wasn't bad, and that young man high points the football and gets first down.
There is a snap. Quarterback's going to throw a little screen pass out to the running back. He's going to get up to the 45, up to the 46, about the 47-yard line. He's going to bring up a second down, second and about 4 for Piggott. Mr. Morton Brown says he's watching from Wyoming. Go Seminoles. Thank you, Morton, for watching tonight. There it's snap. Going to give it to the running back this time. He's got a lane right up to about the 50-yard line. They're going to give him the 50, about the 49-yard line. That's going to be the line of game. Be 1st and 10 for the Piggott Mohawks.
That young man hits the hole with some power there, Michael. He's not a small running back. He's long, and he comes running hard. He's got a good motor. He meets Javion Wiley in the hole, and he wins that battle on this particular occasion. The officials are looking to measure if this is a first down or not. They're going to measure.
While they're measuring, I want to say Joey Anderson's watching from Brooklyn, Arkansas, former resident of Osceola. Let's go Seminoles. As Felicia Houston's watching, says go Noles.
That's going to be short. If where the ball is marked, they bring the check. That's going to be about a half a yard short.
Okay, well, going to be needing 1 more yard. Mr. Byron Persons watching. He says Saving Person, Byron Jr., and Byron Person Sr. is supporting the Jabari Person and the Seminoles. There is a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's going to get enough for the first down up to about the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for Piggott.
Met there in the hole by number 56, Hayden Griner, and just able to spin off of that and get that needed yardage for the first down.
Ball sitting at the 46-yard line of Osceola. 4 wide receivers set, shotgun formation for the Mohawks. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw the tunnel out here. They're going to be met, and he ain't went down yet. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Be second down and 10 for the Mohawks.
They throw that little bubble screen a lot, and that's just an extension of the run game. You're trying to get the ball on the perimeter and get it on the outside. It's almost just like a pitch, but that was played well by Dontaven Littleton on that particular exchange, and they stop it for no gain.
Second down and 10 for the Mohawks. Once again, 4 wide receivers set. One man comes into motion. Going to reset on the near side. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Going to throw. Number 12 is complete all the way down to the 25 to the 24-yard line, about the 23-yard line. It'd be a 1st and 10, and that time, Bobby, the man in motion was picked up, but they let him go.
I don't know what Tony McNeil stopped, and settled into the zone, and it looked like he was looking for help over the top, but it just left left Logan Ralph wide open there in that hole in the zone. He's going to have to stay with that receiver and hope that he's got some help there with the quarterback on the run.
Ball to the 23-yard line of Osceola. Shotgun formation, double wing this time in the backfield. They're going to give it to number 2. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, be 2nd and 10 for Piggott.
Met there in the hole by Jonathan Stovall, and he holds him up long enough for A.J. Harris to come in and clean the play up. And again, another good stop for the Seminoles. If they can continue to stymie this run game, it's going to make it a little bit easier on those pass plays. You start to pin your ears back and bring pressure.
3 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. There's a snap. They're going to give it one more time and hit in the backfield. He's going to stagger back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Let's see. Now they're going to say he's going to lose. Going to lose back to the 25-yard line. That's a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12 for the Mohawks.
And there's your star on the defensive side of the football, Chris Littleton, meeting the running back in the hole, standing him up long enough so he can get some help and get him down on the ground. Good, strong defensive play. And again, as that run game goes, you're going to see the Piggott Mohawks go. So the Seminoles doing what they have to do in the run game to slow this offense down.
4 wide receivers set here for the Mohawks. Shotgun formation. One man goes into motion. There is a snap. Going to look to throw. Going to throw the underhand screen, and it's picked up very well there for a loss. It's going to be back to the 26-yard line. That's a 2-yard loss. 4th down and 14 for Piggott.
Good job by Tony McNeil. He recognizes the screen pass is coming, and he finds that receiver and gets him on the ground. You just can't play that screen much better than what the Seminoles just played it.
Big 4th down here, Bobby, for the Seminoles. Defense needs to get off the field here.
You're kind of in no man's land for the Mohawks. You know, it's the long field goal for a high school kicker, and you really don't want to punt at this point in the football game, not in this position on the field.
And we jump off sides. Seminoles going to jump off sides. That's going to cost us 5 yards.
Okay, and Chris is kicking himself down there right now. Chris Littleton jumps off sides, and that just kind of brings it to a 4th and manageable now for the Mohawks, about 4th and 8. You know, you got to play with discipline. You got to watch the hard count and not let them draw you off.
Shotgun formation one more time, 4th and 8. Quarterback's going to take the football. He's rolling to his right, still rolling to his right. Now he's going to have to run. Let's see if they can get him out of bounds before he makes it. And I don't know. We'll just have to see where they mark the football.
He's short. He's short.
Going to mark it at the 15. And about 2 yards short, Seminoles will take over on down, 1st and 10.
That's good coverage on the back end by the Seminoles. Everybody on that side of the field was covered up. Tanner Dixon really had nowhere to go with the football. Does a really good job of getting out there and knowing where the first down marker was, trying to get that first down for the Mohawks. But that's a good stand by the Seminoles. You come out of that with no points scored, and you're not in horrible field position. You're at the 15-yard line, your own 15. We need to see the Seminoles come back and protect just a little bit better for Don Taven, and they'll be able to move the football in the field.
Bob, we got just a minute. We got a lot of people watching from Piggott. They're not walking from Piggott.
They're watching.
They're watching from Piggott. And we want to welcome everybody to the Seminole Nation. We'll call the ball game right down the middle for you folks. Good luck to the Piggott Mohawks here tonight. And here comes the jet sweep. I'm going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They may give him 1 yard up to the 16-yard line. Be 2nd and 9 for Osceola.
And just that jet sweep action by Jabari Person, and we've ran that all year. And you know, Michael, you talk about the fans from Piggott watching, and we pride ourselves on giving you a broadcast that goes both ways, and I love it when the opposing fans are on our live stream and on our Facebook or YouTube channel watching these football games. That makes us feel good, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
4 wide receivers set this time. Don Taven Littleton is the quarterback. Here comes A.J. Harris in motion. There is a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's across the 20, breaks across the 25, up to about the 27 to the 28-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10 for Osceola.
Now you're going to see the tempo, and I like this move by Coach Carter. Go with the tempo. You're seeing what you want to see out of the run game right there. Jonathan Stovall gets on track. It's kind of a counter action, almost an outside zone, and he gets on track and gets out there and gets upfield quickly. A good offensive play by the Seminoles.
4 wide receiver set one more time. Here comes one man in motion. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. trying to get away. He's across the 30, across the 35. He's going to fall down at about the 38, about the 30. Well, he goes back to the 37. I'm sorry. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for Osceola.
Read option there, and Don Taven pulls that one. I think he should have left that one with Jonathan on that particular play. He was reading the defensive end who was crashing down toward the running back, but there was a linebacker out there too, and Don Taven uses athleticism to get away and get positive yards, a 9-yard gain. But Jonathan had an opening on the right side of the offensive line, and I think at that point Don Taven probably should have went ahead and gave that one away.
Ball sitting at the 37-yard line, 2nd down and 1 for Osceola. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's up across the 40 to the 42-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down, 1st and 10 for Osceola.
Good read that time by Don Taven. He knew what he had to do to get the 1st down. He saw the defensive end come across and take a step toward the running back, and he pulls and goes right upfield. That's a good read by Don Taven. He comes back and makes up for it.
Miss Caitlin Morgan is watching for Piggott, Bobby, and she's giving us a compliment for doing the live stream. We appreciate it and hope you enjoy the game from Piggott. Also, Mr. Ollie Williams is watching from Bentonville, Arkansas. That's on the other side of the state there. Thank you so much for watching the Seminole Nation. Shotgun formation one more time. 4 wide receiver set. One man comes into motion. That is Harris. There's a snap. And they're going to give it to number 1 for Osceola. That's Tony Williams. He's going. It's all about talent right there because they had him bottled up in the backfield, but he's going to get up to the 46. That's a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for the Seminoles.
Number 41 for the Mohawks. Trent Stevens was standing there waiting on Tony to take the handoff, and Tony said, "I think I'll go this way. I think I'll go the other way." It's a good job there because Piggott had that played very well, and their defense was in position to make the play, and just Tony's athleticism, speed gets him back across the field. You pick up 4. That's a positive out of that play.
4 wide receivers set this time. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get across the 50, across the 45, still on his feet across the 40, down to about the, we'll have to see what they mark it, about the 37-yard line into Piggott territory, 1st and 10.
Another good read by Don Taven. He saw number 2 coming down toward the running back, and he almost comes back. Michael Parker almost comes back and makes that play on Don Taven, but it was a good read, pull, and go for Don Taven. We know he can run the football. We know he's got good legs. And that's the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that went pretty quick. That's the first quarter where you score Osceola 0, Piggott 0. Take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 1 minute.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Start of the second quarter, 0-0 is your score. I want to give a shout-out to Dewey and Felicia Houston, big fans of the Seminole Nation and of the Osceola Seminoles. They're watching from home, and they say, go Seminoles. Also, real quick, give a shout-out to Mr. Mayburn and Jeanette Walker and Stanton Burks and the whole family down there, folks. They do the run-through. You got to see Osceola come through the run-through tonight. We were authorized to use the run-through tonight. We appreciate that, and Mayburn and them take care of it, and Jeanette and the whole family down there takes care of the run-through, and we appreciate them doing that so much. As we get back into action here, it'll be 1st and 10 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun for Don Taven Littleton, our quarterback. There is a snap. He's going to roll to his right and look to throw. Still looking to throw. Now he's going to take off. Now he's going to fake the throw, and they're going to get him down at the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Seminoles.
Initial pressure came from Will Vansel. He gets in the backfield and he starts moving the pocket and pressuring Don Taven, and it comes in with a little help from number 12, Logan Ralph, to clean it up and get Don Taven on the ground for no gain. It looks like Coach Teague wants to move Don Taven and move the pocket a little bit tonight. That's respect for that defensive front of the Piggott Mohawks.
Mr. Andre Coles watching from Dallas, Texas. Thank y'all for watching the Seminole Nation. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. There's a snap. Now quarterback's going to look to option here. Still looking to option. He pitches it to Tony Williams. Tony Williams gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. Good run there of 8. Going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for Osceola.
That's a well-executed option there. Good pitch timing, and you get out there on the edge and use that speed. Brought down by Joe Carpenter and Hayden Emerson. Again, good offensive output there by the Seminoles. Good play, good execution. You see that Coach Teague wants to continue to test the perimeter of this Mohawk defense. They've only ran a couple of plays between the tackles, and everything else has been wide.
Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Going to give it to Tony Williams. He's across the 30 to the, well, they're going to say going to give him back to the original line of 30. And it's going to bring up 4th down, 4th and about 3 for Osceola. Okay.
And Osceola now is in that same spot that Piggott was in. You're kind of in no man's land. You really don't want to punt the football right here, but I don't think our field goal kicker is going to get it there. So you just really, you need to find a play that gets you 4 yards.
Be huge momentum here if Seminoles can get this 1st down. They're going to need about the 27. Ball sitting on the 30. You got to have 3 yards here.
Now I'd like to see him come back with one of those drag routes, Michael. They work really well. And you've got that 3-man set on the far side.
There's a snap. Going to give it to number 1, Tony Williams. He's trying to get to the outside, and he's bottled up, Bobby. Ain't nowhere to go, and they're going to turn the ball over on downs. Man.
Played very, very well by Hayden Emerson. Saw it coming, saw the flare out of the backfield, and, again, trying to get on the perimeter of the Mohawk defense, but Michael, we saw those drag routes earlier in the game. We saw 2 of them, and they were going for 10 and 12 yards. I'd like to see Coach Carter or Coach Teague try that there. It's a play that's worked for you, but you expect Tony. Tony's ran the football well tonight, so it's just a play that you've got to execute, and on that particular play, Hayden Emerson executed.
Miss Janice Jarvis is watching tonight. She says, "Go Seminoles." Also, our school board president, Miss Jackie Baker, is watching. She says, "Go Seminoles." 3 wide receivers set this time for Piggott. 1 man comes into motion. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. We've got a whistle. Illegal procedure against Piggott. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15 for the Mohawks.
I don't see who moved, but somebody moved early.
9:44 left in the second quarter. 0-0 your score. I want to thank everybody listening on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. Appreciate Mr. Harold Sudbury and everybody at Sudbury Radio Sports for allowing them to listen to the stream. Shotgun formation for the Mohawks. There's a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's falling forward almost back to the original line of scrimmage. They're going to give him at least 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Piggott.
It's an inside zone there, Michael, and Michael Parker just carrying defenders. Timeout Osceola.
Yep, Osceola's going to take a timeout and talk about this. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back in 1 minute.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation.
Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill.
And we are back, 2nd and 9 for the Piggott Mohawks here at Seminole Stadium. 1 man goes into motion. There is a snap. Going to be a reverse number 1. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him up to about the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down, 3rd and 8 for Piggott.
Played really well by A.J. Harris there. Number 75, Kyson Connolly for Piggott, got out on the trap and on the pull and got a good block. A.J. just fought over the top and made an excellent play on a reverse. It looked like it had life in the beginning.
3rd and 8 for Piggott. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation, 1 running back in the backfield. 1 man goes into motion. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Going to throw back to number 12. And he's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get up to about the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 6 for the Mohawks.
Trying to set up a throwback bubble screen there, and Shyler Young comes with some bad intentions. The young man found it and pursued and made a good hit. And this is where you want to be as a Seminole defense. You're 4th and long and looking to get the football back.
They're in punt formation, the Mohawks are. They're back deep for Osceola is number 4, Jaden Brown. Also number 11, Dontavian Littleton's in the middle of the field. There is a snap. High end over end kick. Who's taking it about the 33-yard line. Hit right away by the Piggott punt team. And no gain there, so Seminoles have it 1st and 10, Bobby, on about the 33-yard line.
It's 2 impressive football plays in one play there, Michael. You see Jaden Brown make a catch under duress. Logan Ralph was down on excellent coverage and makes a solid form tackle. It's testament to Jaden's hands that he hangs on to that thing. But you saw 2 young men right there that both made solid plays on that punt return.
$7:59 left here in the second quarter. We got no score, 0-0. Seminoles is going to be on offense on their end of the field. Shotgun formation. And we got a flag on the play. A delay of game.
And a delay. That's rough coming off of a.
Took too long coming out of the huddle on the sideline. You got to get out of there. 5-yard penalty. Be 1st and 15 for Osceola. Ball's now sitting at the 28.
We talked about that, Michael. We saw it cleaned up last week. They've got to clean up those pre-snap penalties. You can't afford to do that.
1 man comes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's looking for a lane. Still looking for a lane. Nowhere to go. And they're going to give him a loss. Loss back to the 27-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 11, or 2nd for 16 for Osceola.
That's a design run by the quarterback, number 54 for Pocahontas, or for Piggott, Nick Tillman. Just gets penetration. That's the problem. I think that's why we're seeing Osceola try to go on the perimeter so much is the interior of that Mohawk defensive line is getting penetration. They're going to have to shore up the front to be able to continue drives.
4 wide receivers set this time for Osceola. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He hasn't, and he's going to run now. Going to get back up to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. But, Bobby, he had number 5, Landry Clayton, standing down here wide open.
And that's the pressure, Michael. That's, the pressure caused there across that defensive front. That time I believe it was number 60, Josh Redd. And he's back there in Dontavian's face, and he's got to move his spot. He's off of his spot. He's not where he wants to be in the pocket. And when that pocket collapses, he's got to either get rid of the football or try to make positive yardage. And you're right, Landry had found a spot right over the top of the zone back here. And, it's kind of a pick your poison thing when, as far as the Mohawk defense is concerned. It's, you may beat us with speed, but we're going to put pressure on your quarterback. So you got to find that balance in there as the Seminole offense to get some of these quick hitters out, get the ball off, or shore up that front 4 or front 5 there on the offensive line.
There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's going to go deep. Looking for a man deep.
Got him.
He's got him. That's Anthony Harris Jr., baby. He's at the 20, to 15, down to about the 11-yard line. Great pitch and catch, junior Dontavian Littleton to junior Anthony Harris Jr., and that's what the Seminoles needed, Bobby.
Well, AJ is a matchup nightmare for any person on the field. He can outrun a linebacker, and he's so much bigger than a defensive back. And you know, Don Taven again on a dime, Michael, lays it right into his hands.
Ball's at the 13-yard line. There's a snap. Going to hand it to the running back. He's crossed the 10, crossed the 5, down to about the 1-yard line. That is number 8, Jonathan Stovall. They're going to give him the 2-yard line, so that'll be a 1st and goal from the 2, Bobby.
And this is what I love about A.J. Harris, Michael. You get a kid out there, he goes out and he gets a 45-yard pass, and what does he do the next play? Blocks.
There's a snap once again. They're going to give it to Stovall one more time. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and this time he's not going to go nowhere. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2.
And that's Michael Parker there and sticking his nose in there. And Osceola, you know, Coach Carter's a power football kind of guy. He's going to want to power this football in. But you know that again, the front of that Mohawk defense is stiff. These kids are, you know, they're getting penetration on this line. You're going to have to do a little bit better job across the front.
Shotgun formation one more time. Everything is in tight. Now they're going to reset the offensive front. There's a snap. Now it's going to be the quarterback. Quarterback gets behind that running back into the end zone. Oh, they say he lost the football. No way. Oh, my goodness, folks. He goes across the goal line with the football. When he hits the ground, it looks like the football come out. So what's going to happen here, folks, is that's going to be a touchback because we recovered, but we went out of bounds.
Ground can't cause the fumble, and if he breaks the plane, that's a touchdown. I don't. There's no discussion about it. There's no replay in high school football unless you get to the state finals.
Oh, yeah.
We learned that last year.
You'll have replay in the state finals, folks. I promise you that.
That's the call by the official on that side, and he certainly got a better advantage than we do. But you saw there what the Seminoles wanted to do is, you know, you gain a blocker when you run that quarterback power that way, and you know we're having a little penetration with or a little problem with penetration by the Mohawk front. And you take, oh, look at this, a swinging gate.
Swinging gate, we've seen it before. We've run it before. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to now roll to his right. Still rolling to his right. And just going to throw it, and nobody's in the vicinity. Did it get back to the line of scrimmage? I guess it did. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
He got it across the line of scrimmage, but that's testament to Jaden Brown and Jabari Person there. They were not fooled. They stayed on their receivers. They took away the receiver that Tanner Dixon was looking for and just forced him to throw the ball away.
Seminoles just going to weather the storm. Right now, things are not going their way. 2 fumbles here in the first half has cost the Seminoles scores. 4 wide receiver set. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to run the option to the right. And going to get off positive yards up to about the 24-yard line.
Good job there by Tony Williams. He sets that edge, and he gets his hands on the running back there. Doesn't quite make the tackle, but that play's made by Tony Williams. He's preventing that from getting outside.
3rd down. 3rd and about 6 for Piggott. They got to get to the 30. 4 wide receiver set, I'm sorry. One man is on the far side. There's a snap. Now the quarterback's going to look this way. Now he's going to give it to the running back through. He's going to get across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Piggott Mohawks.
Yeah, that's just option football. You know, that's old school option football there. And Kamarian Brooks comes across. He makes the quarterback commit. That's his job. And once he commits, then he's got to have help from the outside. But it was blocked up better on the outside that time by the Mohawks.
Ball sitting at the 32-yard line of Piggott. 3:25 left in the second quarter. 0-0 is your score. 3 wide receivers set. Double wing with the shotgun. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to 41. He's going to have positive yards across the 40 up to about the 41-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down, 2nd and about 1 for the Mohawks, 9 yards.
You know, it kind of looks like Piggott's going old school on us just a little bit. They're still in that spread formation, but they're running a lot of wishbone concepts here with the option, the quick pitch option, and that time it looked like an old school crossbuck there to Trent Stevens. He picks up good yardage on that.
There is a snap. Going to give it to this running back. He gets behind them big linemen, busts out there. He's across the 50 into Seminole territory. 45-40, 35 down to about the 31-yard line, not 32-yard line. Big run there by the Piggott Mohawks, and they are in Seminole territory.
That's exactly what you're seeing right here. You're seeing a spread formation with 2 running backs. They're running 22 personnel, and it's an option concept.
Seminoles going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Piggott Mohawks sitting at the 32-yard line of Osceola. One man goes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to get behind number 12, and he'll get positive yardage up across the 25 to the 25-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. Be 2nd and 3 for Piggott.
And what you're seeing out of Piggott right here, Michael, is it kind of goes back to their roots. It's power football, just moving the football with the offensive front. They're still using the spread concepts, but make no mistake, this is power football.
Shotgun formation one more time. There's a snap. They're going to give it to the running back this time. He's crossed the 20, crossed the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for Piggott.
That's Trent Stevens again, picking up good yardage. These are chunk plays, Michael. It's they're blocking this thing up really, really well on the Mohawk front.
Ball's going to sit at the 13-yard line, be 1st and 10. They can get a first down at the 3. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Once again, shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to come back this way. He's across the about the 11-yard line, so he's going to get 2 yards, be 2nd and 8 for Piggott.
Played really well by Kamari and Brooks there. He gets off his block and comes back here using that just a little bit of a misdirection play. It's almost reminiscent of an old counter. But Kamari played that really, really well.
Shotgun formation one more time. There is a snap. Going to give it to number 41. He's going to get to the 10, across the 5. And they're going to give him to the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 1 for the Mohawks.
And I got to tell you there, Angel Garcia and Logan White wearing that number 56 jersey in honor of Hunter Midkiff. They're having their way on that side, on that right side of the Mohawk offensive line. That's an impressive job of blocking.
There is a snap. Going to give it to, well, there's a fumble on the play. Let's see who's got it. We have to see who's got it first.
Looks like Dixon may have gotten back on top of
No,
it.
55.
No, he got it. Javion.
55. Javion Wiley, and there's a huge turnover there for Piggott. And right now it's the turnover game, Bobby.
And that's, both teams have done it. Both teams have done it in critical areas and cost themselves points by turning the football over. A good play by Javion.
31.4 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see what the Seminoles are going to elect to do here. 0-0 is your score. It's a 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his light. He's looking, going to throw to Landry and Clayton and overthrows him.
That's the first bad pass I think we've seen in a few games by Don Taven. He just overthrew Landry, and he had him open, had him in a good spot. That's going to pick up good yardage.
Everything right now is to the outside for Osceola. Just trying to get him out of bounds, big chunk of yards, get him out of bounds. Ball sitting at the 8-yard line of Osceola. 5 wide receiver set. Quarterback's by himself in the backfield. Cannot take a sack back there. Nine on the play clock. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. And now he's going to throw it way down the middle of the field. And, that's got to be a
flag.
Here it comes. There it comes. Anthony Harris Jr. No, that was number 16. I'm sorry. That's Charles Poole.
Charles Poole.
That was intended for. And before the ball got there, he was knocked down. And
that's Joe Carpenter. He's back in defense, and he sees the ball. That's just a time and play. I mean, it's he looks up, and he sees Charles' hands come up.
Everybody's coming up here like this is the NFL.
No. We got to go back there and start over.
You've got to go all the way back. So it's not a bad penalty, folks.
It's not a bad penalty. That pass was on target, and you gotta ask yourself, if you're Joe Carpenter, do I let him catch this thing and try to catch him, or do I just kind of get in the way? And that's what he did. And again, it was a time and play. I don't think it was a situation where Joe said, I'm going to interfere. It just he sees Charles's hands go up. He sees his eyes. He knows the football's there. He's just trying to time it just right and dislodge that thing.
Shotgun formation for Osceola. 1st and 10. Got 19.2 seconds.
Osceola could use a chunk play right here. You don't have a lot of time. I think we got one timeout left. And
I don't know what they're doing. The umpire is over the ball with 8 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw, and here we go again. A wobbly pass down the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Same two men, Anthony Harris Jr. and Charles Poole in the same area.
And, Michael, we do need a chunk play right here, but you don't have to go for it all right here. I'd like to see something across the middle, run a post into the middle of the field, and you've got the timeout. But I'm going to tell you that the middle of that Mohawk zone is open. It's there if they'll run those routes into it, and I'm sure Coach Teague is seeing the same thing we're seeing up here. But again, Osceola needs a chunk play right here.
Shotgun formation. Dante Van Littleton is your quarterback. He's going to hand the ball off this time, and I think they're just going to be content with getting this half over. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we are at halftime with your score. Osceola 0, Piggott 0, and Bobby, the first half has been all about turnovers.
It has, strong defenses and turnovers, but I'll tell you, we've witnessed the Seminoles move the football some very successfully and then go and turn the football over, and you saw that out of Piggott. The Mohawks move the football very impressively and get down in the red zone and turn the football over, and both of these are good teams. Michael, we've seen what Piggott. Their smash mouth style from years past, but this is a well coached, well oiled football team, and they're gonna put points up. We're gonna have to do a little bit better job defensively.
Well, this time what we're going to do is take a timeout. We're going to let our sponsors get a word in because it's been a very fast first half. They need to get their word in for everybody to hear. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back in 4 minutes.
Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife, Carolyn, are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Council Member Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578. and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra has spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles! Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We are at the half with your score, Osceola 0, Piggott 0. Bobby, this is usually where we go over the scoring, but we don't have any scoring. So we can't go over the scoring.
No scoring. It's a defensive battle right now, and we've seen both teams with the ability to move the football, but then they give it up in a turnover deep in the red zone, and they've both shot themselves in the foot, not been able to get it across the goal line.
Osceola had a very good drive on the opening possession to turn it over on about the 19-yard line down there. Dontavian Littleton loses it out of his hands when he's trying to throw it on a turnover. And then we get down to the 1-yard line. Dontavian Littleton looks to be going across the goal line with the ball, but we're gonna re-look at that here in a little bit. But he fumbles, and we have a touchback. And that's really, for both teams right now, that's been the kicker. Piggott, they had the ball deep just a while ago, and they turned the ball over on about the 5-yard line on a fumble. So right now, folks, it's the fumble parade for both teams, and that's what's got our score right now, 0-0 here at Seminole Stadium at the half. Bobby, I got some stats. Stats are not bad with that, but you wouldn't believe there wouldn't be no score right now for Piggott. They've got 18 rushes for 92 yards, and they are 6 for 7 through the air for 57 yards, 149 yards total offense.
Yeah, Tanner Dixon's been effective in their pass game, and they've been impressive in their run game. And I kind of made a joke. We were talking just a minute ago. I'd like to see the height and weights on that front line of Piggott. They're large, and they're effective. They're using the spacing of the spread offense to maximize their potential blocking, and their schemes look good. They're running a lot of traps, and they wash down a lot on the outside zones. Just a well-coached football team. They're doing a good job so far. I mean, they can move the football. They've just given it up in poor situations.
For Osceola, they got 17 rushes for 75 yards, 6 for 8 through the air, 104 yards, 179 yards total offense for Osceola.
And again, we've seen the strength of the Seminoles is usually speed, and we've seen that again tonight. And we ride the strength of that arm on Dontavian Littleton, and he's shown that tonight. A.J. Harris has shown us his ability, and again, A.J.'s he's a matchup nightmare for anyone anywhere on the field. He's going to be so much taller than a corner or a safety, and he's going to be able to outrun a linebacker. And he's one of those. We see a lot of that in college football today. It's kind of a hybrid wide receiver tight end. He can go both ways in there. We've seen him be effective there, and we've seen Landry and Clayton and Jaden Brown both be open in the passing game. But what we've really seen is the front of the Seminole, the front five of the Seminole offense has not been able to stop penetration into the offensive backfield. That's hurt us in the run game, and it's also hurt us in the pass game. And I think that's why you see Coach Teague trying to go on the perimeter as much as he has. You want to use your speed and get outside, and kind of wash all of that down into the middle of the field and be able to get some of those big chunk plays. We've seen a couple so far. We've seen Tony Williams be effective running the football. Jaden Stovall's been effective running the football. The Seminoles just got to string them together and get away from the turnover bug. But you can bet yourself, Michael, that one of these offensive football teams is going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to put some points on the board in the second half, and if you're Osceola, you want that to be us. We want to come out here and make a statement defensively and get the ball back and score.
Graham Kimbrough is watching tonight from Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby. I want to say thank you for watching the Seminole Nation. We've got a lot of fans that are watching from the Mohawk Nation here tonight. I want to say thank you for tuning in to the broadcast, and I want to thank all the Osceola fans that are watching on the live stream tonight. One thing that we're very proud of is we can bring you this each and every Friday night. Due to everything going on with the pandemic and the COVID, they are limiting these ball games, and a lot of people just not wanting to come out due to everything. And we are glad that you can sit at home and watch the Seminole Nation and watch Osceola Seminole football. Guys, if you're watching on the Seminole Nation Facebook page, will you please hit the like button? That will help us so much in tracking how many people have actually been watching this. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out here in just a little bit. Also, if you're on the Seminole Nation YouTube page, please hit the subscribe button. That will help us so much, again, in tracking how many people actually watch our live stream here tonight. I want to thank everybody watching on the Sudbury Radio Sports app from Sudbury Radio Broadcasting. Appreciate you so much watching there and listening there. And thank you so much for doing that also. Miss Felicia Houston wants to give a shout-out to the OHS senior class of 2021. Thank you so much, Miss Houston, for watching here tonight. What we're going to do now, guys, we'll take it one more time out, let our sponsors get another word in. If the second half goes like the first half, might not be too many more shout-outs. So we're going to let everybody get a shout-out one more time, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about games from around the region, give you some scores from different ball games in the conference and around the region, and we'll talk a little bit about sponsors and other things there before we go back to the second half. So at this time, we'll take a timeout. We're back in 4 minutes.
Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra has spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, go!
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We are on the campus of Osceola High School here in Osceola, Arkansas. Big conference matchup between the Osceola Seminoles and the Piggott Mohawks, 0-0 at the half. And, Bobby, let's go around the conference and see kind of what's going on the conference. Right here, Piggott is at Osceola. They are 0-0. Tonight, Palestine Wheatley is at Hoxie, and it is 27-0, Hoxie.
And, the Powell brothers there and Stephon Coleman, they got a powerful offense over there at Hoxie, and they're a handful, and we'll get some measure of their ability next week when we go see Palestine Wheatley.
Exactly right. Walnut Ridge is at Harrisburg, and right now it is 12-0 Harrisburg. And
I think that's an expected score. Harrisburg's got a pretty good football team this year. They're pretty strong, and we were a little surprised at Walnut Ridge. We thought they were going to be very very effective this year and very strong, and they've kind of let us down a couple of weeks.
I got you. You're right. Manila travels to Corning. Right now it's Corning 14, Manila 6.
Another good football game, and that'll continue to be a good football game throughout the night. We saw Corning last week, and those are two evenly matched teams, and that should be a nail biter to the end.
Right now we've got two games on our sister stations. Jonesboro Westside is at Belival, and right now it is 7-0 Jonesboro Westside at Belival. They're 0.
And that's that sounds impressive there by Jonesboro Westside. It's that's a good defensive output because we know that the Belival Chickasaws have a very strong offensive football team. Quarterback Northern is a bruiser and a very effective runner as well as an impressive passer. So that's a good defensive start there by Westside.
Pocahontas is at Gosnell, and right now Gosnell leads 16-11.
And we've expected Gosnell to kind of bust out here a little bit. That this is the second year in that new spread offense, and we saw them continue to get better last year as the season went on. And by the end of the year, nobody wanted to play Gosnell. So that's good for the Pirates, and let's hope they continue on that track.
Cave City is at Rivercrest, and right now it's all Rivercrest, 28-0.
It is, and I'm getting some updates there from my son who's down there as part of a technology assignment. He's working on a live stream down there for them, and he's told me that they think there'll be a couple of records broke tonight if it keeps going that way.
I don't doubt that. Rivercrest's got a good football team, and they're putting up big numbers this year.
Mm-hmm.
I look for them just to continue on and just just ease through this game. The only other one we're watching right now is not even in football, Bobby. It's the baseball season.
Whoa, man.
St. Louis Cardinals are fighting for their life. The winner's going to move on to the division series, and right now it's 0-0, Cardinals and the Padres. So we're trying to watch a little bit of that as we go also.
Now, let's see if the Redbirds can pull this one off. They kind of laid an egg last night, so let's hope that they can get out of this one.
I agree.
Let's get to the NLDS.
Bobby, as everybody knows, without the sponsors, we do not have a live stream, whether it be on the Sudbury Radio Sports app or our live stream here on the Seminole Nation Facebook and YouTube pages. We want to thank First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, Mr. Greg Reese and Taylor Lucius. They are the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation, and without them, this never would have been launched. When they came on with us, they really stepped up to the plate and became our premier sponsor, and the reason we are and you see what you see today is because of the big step up from First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas.
You know, Greg's is an alum of Osceola High School, and he's very supportive of Seminole athletics. And you're right that, you know, they stepped up big time and allowed us to go out and get the quality equipment that we did to be able to bring you the quality stream that we do. And we could not have done that without Greg and Taylor down at First National Bank.
Our support sponsors, another big sponsor that stepped up into the plate, helped us tremendously, and they help us in more ways than you know. I mean, they're our banner sponsor for our live show, and can't say enough about Bugmobile Pest Control, Bugmobile of Arkansas. It's Oscar Gonzalez, Jade, and Jacob up there, and they do excellent work. Bobby, I promise you, they will come get any bugs, or if you got varmints, whatever you got.
Snakes.
I'm gonna tell you, they'll come get snakes. I don't like them, and most of the time I've done run off and left a lawnmower and call Oscar, and he wants to know where it's at. I just tell him it's over by that lawnmower, and he comes and gets it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jade and Oscar and Jacob do a great job, and I've been a little suspicious, Michael. I've been kind of watching these ads, and I think that Bugmobile ad's a little longer than the rest of them. I don't know for sure. I hadn't timed it yet, but I'm starting to be a little suspicious.
Lord have mercy. Let's talk about Roller Swift Funeral Home, Mr. David Tucker. He come on with us last year also. He's a support sponsor. David is a big person in the community. He helps out with a lot of different organizations, gives what he can, and we give him a hard time about the funeral home. But David's a very good partner in the community.
And David, David he's just a solid guy, and he puts up with Shelley Brooks out there, and I feel for the guy, and I know it's a hard life, and that's a really good thing to say for his constitution that he's able to deal with that daily.
You're gonna get in trouble over that one.
I probably won't get another cake. That's probably cut me out of that cake.
Sandbar Grill come on this year as one of our sponsors. Harry and Jeanette Keats down there. Great people, great food. Folks, if you've never been in the Sandbar Grill, it is an experience. You need to go in there.
It is, and I want to tell everybody. We talked about this last week. Harry found the phone.
Yes,
he's got the phone. The phone's back going. You can call in and get a takeout order. And Harry and Jeanette are just good people, and Hillary and that's a family operation, and it's just a great place to go and enjoy a meal.
Coming on this year is Sandra Brand for City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Known Sandra for a long time. She's been a heck of a volunteer in the community. She's our newspaper editor. She does an excellent job, and she's running for re-election, and we're glad to have her back on the Seminole Nation this year. Also, Mr. Tyler Dunnigan, he is running for City Council, Ward 3, Position 2. He's the incumbent. He's running for re-election. Again, another person that does a lot for the community, very, very involved in the community, and we wish him good luck as he's running for re-election for the City Council Ward 3 Position 2. Also, the Osceola School District, Mr. Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board, they were instrumental this year with making sure that we had this live stream going with everything going on with COVID. Alfred's doing an excellent job with the school district, and we appreciate everything he does. Also, Huddle House, Mr. Michael Henderson out there. We go out there a lot and see Michael at the Huddle House. You can get breakfast all day long. You can get lunch, dinner, whatever you want. Great people. They meet you with a smile, and we appreciate Huddle House for everything they do for the Seminole Nation. Also, Mr. Monty Hodges, he's running for re-election for State Representative, District 55. Appreciate him so much for being a sponsor on the Seminole Nation. Known Monty for a long time, and does a good job in the legislature, and we wish him good luck as State Representative, District 55. Also, the Willis Clinic, Dr. Sharita Willis, Medical Director. And let me tell you about Let me tell you a little bit about Miss Sharita Willis. Not only does she volunteer as a sponsor for the Seminole Nation, but she volunteers in the community, Bobby. She's out there at our young kids' sports, out at soccer and flag football. On Saturday morning, she's out there watching she's got kids playing in our tackle football program. Last week we had a kid, Bobby, hurt his arm. We thought it might have been broke. Here she comes out of the stands. She gets down there and she takes care of that little boy. And it's just a blessing to have somebody like Dr. Sharita Willis being here in Osceola.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Sharita and Tim are quality people. They're good people, and I'm a little partial. Sharita's I say she's a Luxor girl. I grew up with some of her family, went to high school with them, and they're just good people to have in the community.
Thank you all the sponsors, and again, I want to thank all the sponsors who's sponsoring the Sudbury Radio Sports app. I want to thank every one of y'all also. You're the ones that make the magic happen, folks. We get to call the ball games and do all that, but you're the ones that makes it all happen. We appreciate it so much. Mr. Michael Tramble's watching from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He says, go Seminoles. Thank you, Michael. Miss Sarah Crandall is watching from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Awesome.
Man, we branched out there, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Here's William Curry, and I've known William my whole life. He's watching from Boston, Massachusetts. He's in the military up there, and known William, like I said, we call him Chubby, but he's as skinny as a rail, Bobby. I mean, it is what it is. But I've known William my whole life, and he's excellent. He's class of '94. It's the best class that ever come out of Osceola High School. He proved me wrong, but want to say thanks, William, for watching here tonight. Here we go, second half. Piggott will get the ball in the second half. We're going to approach the ball, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Going to hit about the 25. Going to be picked up at the 21-yard line. Cross the 25, cross the 30. Got a hole, cross the 35, cross the 40. It's a foot race, folks. He may go across the 40 all the way down to the 35-yard line of Piggott, and that is exactly what the Mohawks needed here, Bobby, is come out in a big kickoff return.
And that's Michael Parker there on the return, and we saw this a couple of weeks ago on special teams, Michael. We thought it had gotten kind of cleaned up last week. But once again, you find a football team that's able to return the football 45 yards down the field to start an offensive drive deep in Seminole territory.
Osceola's going to have to weather the storm. I know I keep saying that. That's a philosophy I live by. When things are going bad, you just got to weather the storm till you can jump back in there and make it right. Full wide receiver set for the Piggott Mohawks. They got they got the quarterback in the shotgun, one running back to his left. There is a snap. They're going to fake it. The quarterback's going to keep it, and that's good job there. Tony Williams in the backfield drops him for a loss.
And Tony's got to make that tackler. That's a big gainer. That's an excellent open field tackle by Tony Williams. He gets out there. He's forcing the play back into the middle of the field, sets the edge. That's his job, and he's able to get the ball carrier on the ground. That's an excellent play. That was an even better read by Tanner Dixon. He pulled and went with the football, and that was a good read based on what the defense gave him.
2nd and 12 for the Mohawks. There's a snap. They're going to give it to the running back. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to go forward to about the 34-yard line. That'll be a 2-yard gain. Or sorry, that's a 4-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
And this is where you want to be as a defense for the Seminoles. I mean, you got your back against the wall a little bit right here, and you got to think that in this position, Piggott may use 2 downs to get the first, but you're at 3rd and 9, and you just got to stiffen your neck right here and try to stop them from gaining any sizable yardage.
Full wide receiver set this time, shotgun formation. There's a snap. We got a whistle, and the number 7 right over in front of the referee moves.
He couldn't.
It'll be a false start.
He couldn't have picked the worst time to do that. He was standing right in front of him.
I saw him when he flinched, and that referee grabbed for that flag. And you can get away with it if you're not in front of him, but you're standing right in front of him, you're not going to get away with it.
And not unless you got Stevie Wonder over there calling it. I mean, he's going to see that one every time.
3rd and 14 for the Mohawks.
That's a break for the Seminoles. They need to capitalize right here.
I agree. 2 wide receiver to the near side. Got one man in a slot back. Got one coming in motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. Throws behind the intended receiver. And it's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down, Bobby. 4th and about 14 for the Mohawks.
And, Michael, that looked like that Piggott wanted to set up a little screen there in the middle of the field, and the Seminoles read it pretty well, and Tanner Dixon was able to find another receiver out there in the middle of the zone, tight end dragging across. That's a good defensive stop there for the Seminoles. That's good recognition by the front. You got the front 3 there, and they hold on that screen and don't let it develop. That's a good defensive stop by the Seminoles.
Showing punt formation here for the Piggott Mohawks. And there is a snap. And it's going to be a shank kicked off the side. And that's the first time I think I've ever seen the football hit the down marker over there.
Hits the yard marker over there. And it won't be hard to figure out where that one went out of bounds. So we'll figure that one out.
So Osceola will have decent field position up to about the 27-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for Osceola. Kevin Hill, he sets the class. He said he walked the stage in 95. So let's go nose from Houston, Texas. Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. There's a snap. Going to hand it to the running back. He's across the 30. They're going to be slung up to about the 34-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down, 2nd and about 4 for Osceola.
Good start there for the Seminoles offensively. You run the inside zone, and you're able to move the line of scrimmage. Good job blocking up front by the Seminoles. And this is really what will open up that offense for Osceola.
Shotgun formation one more time. They're going to give it to the running back again. He's across the 35 this time. They're going to give him the 37. That's close to a 1st down.
And again, it's just the inside zone going back the other way, and that's just that's power football, and that's what Coach Carter wants to run. And that will open up the passing game. That the ability to move the line of scrimmage on the offensive line, that'll open up that passing game.
It's going to be 3rd down. I mean, had some confusion there. The referees was looking at each other. They didn't know if they wanted to call a 1st down or not, but they don't. There's a snap. Going to give it to the running back one more time, and he may lose a yard his time.
Oh, my goodness.
Bobby, you had one referee on the near side saying 1st down. You had one man sitting over the ball, and the other referee on the far side is looking at the down marker. And they wasted probably 15 seconds trying to figure out what they're going to do. But nevertheless, it's going to be a 4th and 1. And big down for the Seminoles. They're going to have to punt. Man.
But, Michael, right there in that situation, I understand the confusion from the officials, but Osceola's got to be able to pick up a half a yard.
I agree.
You've got to be able to pick up a half a yard.
I agree. Play clock's at 7. They're going to have to get on the ball. Got to get set here. We've got one man trying to get off. There's a snap. And we've got a false start on Osceola.
They're going to get him. Mm-hmm.
And we just look out of sync, Bobby. We're like sluggish. We look real sluggish right now. Seminoles got to shake that off. And let's get to rolling. So we got to do that.
You had a really good start to that offensive drive there. You get 2 plays that get you about 6 yards and then about 4, and you just got to be able to convert that 3rd and short.
4th down for Osceola, 4th and 6. Punt formation. There's a snap. It's going to be a high line drive kick. It's going to bounce, go across the 35. Go across the 30, down to the 25, about the 24, maybe the 23, and be 1st and 10 for the Piggott Mohawks at their own 23-yard line.
Solid punt there by A.J. Harris. You got to flip the field now and play defense. And, again, one of these teams offensively is going to get it going and figure it out. And, you've got to give, have some faith that it's going to be the Seminoles and that this Seminole defense can continue to hold.
Miss Brothers is watching tonight. She says, go Seminoles. She was a employee of the Osceola School District for a number of years. She's retired now. Thank you so much for watching. Tony Dancy's watching from Texas. Says, go Noles. And you want to talk about a football player? Tony Dancy was special, Bobby.
Tony could play.
One man goes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking. He's going to go looking for it all. And it's going to be caught. And steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Piggott Mohawks. Just got behind him.
Well, Jaden's in a good position. He's step for step with the receiver there, Hayden Hemerson. He's there, and he tries to make a play on the football, and he just missed it.
First and 10 for the Mohawks. They'll be in Osceola territory at the 43-yard line.
And you see the strength of Tanner Dixon's arm there. I mean, he puts it on a dime, and you've got to make that play on the football. You got to ensure you get your hands on the football in that position.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation for the Mohawks. 1 man comes into motion. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's got a man. And throws a flag, but there was not even any contact, Bobby. I mean, no contact whatsoever. I mean, just because he didn't turn his head, but you got to make contact to get pass interference. Am I right or wrong?
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of hand contact there, but he's got his head around. I thought that's a tough one there.
Pass interference on Osceola will be a 15-yard penalty. It'll be another first down for the Piggott Mohawks. And just right now, Bobby, everything's going Piggott's way. You got to give them credit.
That, like I said, one of these offenses is going to figure this out. And Piggott's found an opening there in that passing game and those deep balls, and that should be a strength for the Seminoles. We definitely got the advantage speed, but the Mohawk receivers are tall and they're long, and that's an advantage in the passing game.
Shotgun formation, going to give it to the running back. He's across the 20, hit at the 15. He's still going. He's just running over folks at the 10. He's on the far side. He's going to get close to the 5. It's going to be a first and goal for Piggott.
Strong run by Michael Parker there, blocked up well by that offensive line, and that's what those deep balls do for you. It loosens up the defense. It loosens up the secondary. You can't be creeping up into the box and trying to play in the run game. That's going to leave it on the linebackers and the line of the Seminoles.
Ball set at the 5-yard line, first and goal. They're going to give it to the running back one more time. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and no gain this time. Be second and goal from the 5.
And I couldn't see who made that defensive play, but they stepped up and stuck their nose in there, and I think it was Don Taven, met Michael Parker in the hole, and that's what you got to do in that run game. You've got to meet him in the hole and bow your neck and stay strong in the center of that defense.
Ball sent at the 6-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the near, 1 to the far, shotgun formation. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to run this time, and he's across the 5 down to about the 2-yard line. It's going to be third and goal from the 2.
This is a big down right here for the Seminole defense. You got about 2 yards. Tanner Dixon pulls the ball there, and now you're going to see him go in tight and try to push it across.
And they are in tight. Let's see what happens here. They're going to say he's down at the 1. Oh, no, they're going to say it's a touchdown. Golly, I mean, he walks all the way down the 1-yard line and then follows into the end zone. Man. Touchdown. That's the first score of the game for the Mohawks. .5:30 left in the third, 6-0, Piggott. Shotgun formation, they're going to go for 2. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and it's going to be knocked down. Good job there. No good. 5:30 left in the third quarter. 6-0. Piggott leads Osceola. Take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Huddle House has been serving up fresh and hot home-style meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for more than 60 years. Huddle House is the host of family and friends brought together by good food, cooked to order, and served from the heart. Go by and see store manager Michael Henderson at 4563 West Kaiser in Osceola, or contact him at 870-563-6099. Huddle House of Osceola is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season, and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for state representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back, Seminole fans. As you see, ball goes out of bounds. Seminoles will have it on the 35-yard line.
They bring it out to the 35 here and start this offensive possession. But, Michael, we we talked about it. One of these offenses was going to figure it out, and it looks like Piggott has done that, and they're able to get the ball in the end zone. You know, as a football team right here, you just have to respond. It's you know, they've scored. It's 6 points. It's, you know, it's not a goal or an obstacle that's not overcomable. And as a football team, you just got to go out here and put your hat on. Let's go to work. And
Seminoles going to make them kick again, Bobby.
huh?
They're going to take the 5-yard penalty and make them kick the ball again.
And I'm sure Coach Carter would like to see a return. He'd like to have a little bit better field position than the 35. And I agree with this call. I don't see any issue at all with making them kick over.
So this time they'll kick from the 35-yard line, and we'll see another kick. Chico Fletcher's watching with us tonight. He says go Seminoles, and we talked about Tony Dancy. Boy, Chico Fletcher was special, folks. Went on to A-State, had a big career in basketball, but, man, he was a dandy at Osceola High School in football and basketball. One of the best I've ever seen. I just want you to know that. I've seen some good ones, but he's one of them. And this time we're going to swap. They're going to try to kick it over to the left side, looks like. We're going to swap all kind of personnel all over the field. And he's going to approach the ball. And it's right down the middle of the field. It's going to be at the 40, 45, 50. Here we go. That one man to beat, and he's going to get to the 45-yard line, but nevertheless, he's going to be great field position for Osceola.
It is. Jonathan Stovall on the return there, and you see right there, that's the reasoning that Coach Carter has for having that thing kicked over. I mean, one man to beat, Jonathan Stovall gets out of that tackle, and he's gone. So that's a smart play there by Coach Carter.
Ball set at the 46-yard line of Piggott. Be 1st and 10 for Osceola, and it's going to be huge here to get this ball down the field.
They've got to get on the
play
ball.
clock. It's just taking forever for Osceola to get out of the huddle. They've got to move. 5 on the play clock. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Now he's going to run. He's across the 45, across the 40 to about the 38-yard line. 8-yard gain. Be 2nd and 2 for Osceola.
You got to give the Mohawk defense credit there. They had it covered up right there, and Don Taven didn't really have anywhere to go with the football, and he did the smart thing. He pulled it down, used his legs, and you get out there, pick up 8 yards. And Osceola's got to have first downs here. You can't afford to go the route that we went in that last series.
There is a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to the running back. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to give him 1 yard up to the 37-yard line. It's going to bring him a 3rd down, 3rd and 1 for the Seminoles.
You just can't afford not to convert this 3rd down. You got to have this 3rd down in this position.
One 4:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Piggott has scored. They're up 6-0 on. It's the 2-point conversion. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for Osceola at the 37. Got to have the 36. Spread formation. 4 wide receivers set. Quarterback is in the shotgun. And there is a snap. Going to give it to number 8. He's going to get to 36. They're going to give him the 36. That should be a 1st down if they mark it across the way over there. We've seen this before, Bobby.
That's enough forward progress there to be a 1st down. I'd be surprised if it's not.
You'd hope so. We'll see.
And again, we're looking, and I'm not sure why we're looking. He's got the 30. He's got the 36-yard line.
Well, he's got to stop the clock. I mean, he's letting the clock run. Now we're going to measure, folks.
Yeah, we're going to have an actual measurement here.
Chains are coming in from the opposite side.
You know, there's been a kind of a push by AAA to do, to minimize the measurements and to try to make the call the best they can. But in this instance, the referee believes he needs that measurement.
It is a 1st down.
Yep.
By the nose of the football, looks like. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Osceola at the 36-yard line. Again, this is a big time in the ball game. We've got to try to get this ball in the end zone and get this thing tied up. Try to get this momentum switch back.
You got to sustain the drive here and continue forward if you're the Osceola Seminoles. And that was a big start right there. And you know, Coach, like I say, Coach Carter wants to set that tone that we're stronger than you are and we can power this football for a yard.
Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. One man comes into motion. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it over the top. And he had him. Number 4, Jaden Brown, and just drops the football. That would have been a sure touchdown. Nevertheless, going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for Osceola.
And Jaden's got to look that in. It's a good play there in defensively by Jackson Howell. He gets his hands up. I'm sorry, that's number 1, Brandon Seal. Gets his hands up and gets in the path of the football, but that thing hits Jaden in the hands. He's got to bring that one in.
There is a snap. Going to look to throw one more time. Now he's going down the middle of the field again to A.J. Harris, and there's a flag. You just stops the progress, hits him right in the chest, and we got our man laying on the field. And Bobby, that's dangerous.
That's
just dangerous. Number 5, Ethan Ralph, just launches into his chest. That should be a personal foul. I gotta. And I agree that's a bad play. But when you look across the way over there, I look at several of the Mohawk defensive players letting Ethan Ralph hear about it. They're telling him about it over there because you're just opening a door there and giving momentum. I'm sure it wasn't intentional.
Oh no, I don't think he intended to do anything of that.
It's just dangerous.
It is very dangerous, and I sympathize with Ethan Ralph because football's a rough game, and I think that
it is, and I'm sure
we've gotten away from some of the ability to play the game like we used to. But it's good to see AJ get on his feet. AJ's a tough kid.
I don't like the way he's holding that left arm.
I don't either, but
we'll see.
And that could be just some fuzzies there, I mean, he took a lick.
He did.
He seems to be clearing it up right there. Of course, you worry about concussion. That's what really comes into my mind first, especially when a young man kind of comes off the field that way. But looking at him right now, he's moving a lot better right now. He's got a little pep in his step. We'll see AJ again. AJ's a tough kid.
15-yard penalty for the pass interference gives the ball to the 21-yard line of Piggott with 3:28, 6-0. Piggott leads. Seminoles are on the march. And there is a snap. And there's a fumble on the play.
Oh, my.
And Don Taven Littleton has it. He's got it in his hand. Oh, how is it? They're saying it's Piggott's ball. How is it Piggott's ball? It was never possessed.
The White Hats.
It was never possessed, though.
They're going to give it to him.
I'm
not
my
sure.
Goodness. The ball's laying on the ground. There was no whistle blown, nothing. Our man, he picks it up.
There's a discussion right now going on, but you've made the call. It's going to be hard to turn it around.
Well, I mean, unless somebody saw it, but Bobby, he's on the other side. He never even saw the recovery is what I'm trying to say. He's the umpire in the middle of the field. Somebody should come in from the back because the ball was behind the pile. And Don Taven Littleton just picks it up. It's laying on the ground.
It was laying loose on the ground. But, again, it's going to be hard to turn this one around.
Unless somebody
made the call.
Unless somebody saw something better. I mean, you have to. He could not see the recovery. All he saw was the pile is what I'm trying to tell you. He saw the pile, and then the ball's laying on the ground. How do you – I mean, you have to get in there and see who's got the ball.
Well, there was no whistle, and that's what sticks out to me is the play was not blown dead. And when it was blown dead, Don Taven had the football, so I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But again, you've had a call made on the field, Mohawk football, so it's going to be –
somebody had to see it.
It's going to be rough to turn it around. And Coach Carter, they're waving him back, but he's not willing to go easily. He's wanting his voice heard.
We'll let you know when we know. They're trying to figure it out.
And I don't know what may be going on here is where to mark the football, but I'm not sure they're going to walk across and talk to one of the Piggott coaches.
They still had to make a call. I mean,
Well,
the first call.
They've made a call. It's the question, is it going to stand? And they throw Piggott's offensive football back off the field, so we may see something turn around here. Maybe this may be a huge break for the Seminoles.
Bobby, all I'm saying, I'm not trying to argue with it, but the umpire comes in from the opposite side of the pile. He cannot even see where the ball's at. He never even tries to get in there and find the ball. He just puts his arm up and says that way, and the ball's laying behind the pile. And Don Taven just jumps on it. I don't know, and there was no dead ball. Nobody blew the whistle.
The whistle didn't blow, and again, it's not. They give them the football.
They're going to say it's Piggott's ball, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. That stinks.
I'm telling you, it's a situation where the call's been made, and how do you turn it around? You made the call.
Let me ask you a question. What did he go over and tell the Piggott coach?
I have no clue.
If they were going to give them the ball, what did he go over and tell the Piggott coach? I mean, that's what I would like to know. What did he go over and tell the Piggott coach? Coach, I'm just going to talk to you for a minute, but you're going to get the football. I mean, is that what it was, or?
I don't know what the questions
were. What did you see?
It's just when in the clinics that I've been to and when I've officiated, and it's true across the spectrum, umpiring baseball, officiating basketball or football, they always tell you, if you're not sure, don't make the call until you're sure. And what you had right there is an official made the call, and that call is going to stand. They're going to call. Coach Carter's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, he's going to have to get some. He's going to have to get his team back in mode. They're going to call a timeout, folks. Take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact branch manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
And we are back, Seminole fans, here at Seminole Stadium. 3:22 left in the third quarter. Osceola just turned the ball over. And Piggott will have the ball 1st and 10. Ball sitting on about the 24-yard line of Piggott. 4 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. Quarterback this time's under center. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's trying to get to the outside. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. Just could not bring it in, and it's incomplete. And we got a flag way back here at the 22-yard line.
I thought I saw a hold. There was a hold on the outside. It was a tackle on that side. He was matched up against Chris Littleton. He got a pretty good handful of jersey. Chris is trying to put pressure on Tanner Dixon, but as a receiver, Brandon Seals got to bring that thing in, man. Tanner Dixon hits you in the hands. You got to bring it in.
It's amazing after a controversial call, you get a flag.
You get a flag.
That
one was legit. That was a legitimate hold.
Well, maybe he went over and told him, "I'm gonna give you the ball, but you got to hold the first."
Well,
I'm just kidding. That's four wide receivers set for the Mohawks. There's a snap. Gonna give it to the running back. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. They're gonna drive him back, and boy, hey, little fire right there for the Seminole defense, Bobby.
And that may be what you needed. There you see Javion Wiley, Kamarian Brooks, Chris Littleton, and that front is starting to show their athleticism and their strength, and that's what you got to do here. The Seminoles need to find something to get behind and grab a hold to and go out there and play tough. And I'll tell you, Michael, I look down there, and there's A.J. Harris back on the football field, and that's a great sign for the Seminoles.
3 wide receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. We got a whistle and a flag, and it's going to be an illegal procedure against Piggott, and they're going the wrong direction.
And that's the danger of those calls sometimes. The momentum can shift to a football team that gets the wrong side of that call. Piggott, uncharacteristically for this football game, is shooting themselves in the foot on this offensive drive. I didn't. It didn't look like they ever really got set. It looked like there was some confusion on the part of the Mohawks.
Ball's gonna go back to the 9-yard line. That'll be second down. They get all the way up to the 34-yard line for a first down. About 25, what it looks like. Second and 25. You know they can get a lot of yards in a hurry. Seminoles got to play good defense here. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Now it's 5 wide receivers set for the Mohawks. There's a snap. Quarterback's he's trying to look. Now he got him in the backfield. That's number 54, Bobby 54, Kamarian Brooks. And that's a loss on the play. He's going to bring up a third down. Third and about 29 from the 5.
That was a busted play there by the Mohawks. Tanner Dixon turned around and just had to take off. Something was not right in that offensive play for the Mohawks.
Third down at about close to 30. That's got to be 29. You got to get to 34, so that's 29 yards.
29 yards.
3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Just need to try to keep everything in front of you. Go get the quarterback. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Throws a little slant, and he gets away. He's at the 20, but he's got to fall down. He's going to be down at about the 29-yard line. It's going to bring a fourth down, 4th and about 6 for Piggott.
Just overran it. I mean, it's just turn and sit in the zone, and it looked like Landrian. I'm sorry, not Landrian. Looked like Jackson Stovall, or Jonathan Stovall. I'm sorry. Just overran the play. Just overran the receiver and let him get loose. And this is a position here as Piggott, as the coach. You're thinking, man, Osceola's not playing real well on offense, and they're going to use a little clock here and decide what they're going to do at this point. It's a dangerous area for the Mohawks to go for it on 4th down. Your defense has played well, and he's going to talk to him about it.
Timeout for Piggott. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. 4th down, 4th and about 6, 4th and 6, what it's going to be for Piggott. We'll see if they're going to punt or if they're going to try to go for it here, try to draw us off sides. Little chess match going on right here. They took a time out to talk about it. Nevertheless, Seminoles need a big defensive stop right here if they do go for it, or hey, we need a big return here.
Yeah, I think I don't know which coach is coaching the offense for Piggott right now, but he's definitely got a decision to make right here. What's the discussion about?
We got a discussion in the middle of the field, and the coach
he's questioning the down, and it is 4th down.
It is 4th down. I think he was trying to say it was a different down.
Yeah.
No,
it's 4th down.
Let's play football. Man, too much. When the referees are the ones that are stalling everything and nothing's going, I mean, it just gets everybody out of rhythm. It's 4th down.
A lot of people that officiated, like our friend Rodney Goodman's officiated.
Yes.
All of these officials are wearing down markers on their wrist, and it's just a simple move of an elastic strand, and they know what down it is. It's definitely 4th down.
We're going to make sure they're going to punt here. They're going to huddle up, Piggott is. They are going to be in punt formation. We just cannot jump. They may try a hard count or anything here. And there is snap. Oh, we almost got it. It's a high end-over-end kick. Just need to get out of the way and let it go. There you go. Good bounce there for Osceola. It's going to bounce all the way back to the 46-yard line. Another good field position for the Seminoles.
And this is the point now in the game where the Seminoles have got to come out and execute. They've just got to execute here.
And you ain't got to have it all right at the beginning. You need a long drive and put it in the end zone. Try to get this momentum turned. Man, Osceola's been in a funk all night long.
Well, and you got to give credit to the Mohawks for that. They've come out and played solid football, and they've just played well offensively and defensively. And it just, the Seminoles have been a little bit out of sync offensively, and their defense has played well, but Offensively, we got to find a rhythm.
Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. Taking over at the 46-yard line. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. Still rolling to his left. Now he's across the 50. He puts that head down, gets all the way up to the 46-yard line. Going to be second down and 2.
Solid run by Dontaven Littleton. That's a speed option look there with Tony Williams. Tony was covered up. The defense did a good job of making Dontaven make a decision there. And you start to move the football. They've done well on first down. They've got to capitalize on these second and shorts.
And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to run again. This time he's across up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a first down, 1st and 10 for Osceola with 22.9 left in the third.
And again, that's another speed option look with Tony Williams and Dontaven Littleton. Again, and what I'm saying is, you produce on first down like that for a tempo offense like Osceola. It usually, turns into really good things for an offense, but it hasn't done that for Osceola tonight. They've missed on a few third and shorts, and they've got to start converting those.
Got about 8 seconds left here.
I don't like letting this quarter run out. I'd have got another play in.
Going to be 2-1. That's going to be into the third quarter. We just score Piggott 6, Osceola 0. Take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council Ward 2 Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And we are back here at Seminole Stadium. Start the fourth quarter. Piggott 6, Osceola 0. Seminoles have the ball in Piggott territory at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. There's a snap. And we've got a whistle and a false start against Osceola. Be a 5-yard penalty.
You just can't do that coming out of the quarter. I mean, you're just shooting yourself in the foot there, and
just kills your momentum. I mean,
it does.
You're on a high. You got a first down. You come out of the into the quarter, and then you get a false start. You got to overcome that. 1st and 15. Ball sent at the 45-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side. 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Still looking. He steps up. And this time he's going to have to run. He's across the 40 to the 39-yard line. So about a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for Osceola.
He gets the penalty yardage back there, but again, you gotta give credit there to the Mohawk secondary. They're covering up these receivers well. Dontaven doesn't have a lot of room to throw the football. And again, it looks as if we want to continue to push the ball to the perimeter. And Michael, I got to tell you, the interior, the middle of the field, and that Mohawk zone is open.
And there is a snap. Going to give it to Tony Williams. He's across the 40 up to about the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain, 3rd down, 3rd and 9 for Osceola.
You're at a point in the football game right here, and you're down here in an area in Piggott territory that you're going to use 2 downs to try to get this first down. So you don't have to go get 9 if you'd like to go get it all at once, but you don't necessarily have to get 9 here. And what they need to do is get good, solid, positive yardage, no pre-snap penalties, and get 6 or 7 and make it an attainable 4th down.
There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's going to roll to his right. Still looking to throw. And now he's going to run. He's across the 35. And the ball's on the ground. And he's going to have it back. But it's going to be up to about the 34-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 4 for Osceola.
And Dontaven missed his buddy A.J. Harris over there. A.J. standing out in the flat, wide open. He could possibly score on that play. And Of course, Don Taven was pressured a little bit, but he had good time to throw the football there. He's got to hang. These guys got to secure the football. You just can't keep putting it on the ground.
Big down here. You got to have the 30 to get the first down. 5 wide receivers set one more time. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's still looking to throw, and he's going to throw. Got a man wide open at the 15. He's at the 10. That's Jaden Brown. He's at the 5. Give him 6. That is a touchdown for your Osceola Seminoles. 40-yard pass from Dontavian Littleton to Jaden Brown.
And again, you know, we saw number 56 there, Logan White, wearing that jersey in honor of Hunter Midkiff, get pressure, and Don Taven extends the play with his legs. And we've seen Jaden do this all night. Jaden Brown sits down in the open spot in that zone, and that's a solid pass play there for the Seminoles. And now you need this extra point to take your first lead in the ball game.
Logan Slayton's going to attempt the extra point. Holds down, kick is up, and it is blocked. Took way too long, and 9:45 left in the ball game. Piggott 6, Osceola 6. Take a timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
The Osceola School District is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Superintendent Alfred Hogan and the Osceola School Board wishes all students a great school year. The Osceola School District is committed to preparing all students with an equal opportunity to be successful. The 2020-2021 school year promises to be exciting with reflections of the past, anticipation of the future, and a pure determination to make a difference. The Osceola School District says, Go Seminoles!
Back here at Seminole Stadium, the Seminoles have just scored on a 40-yard touchdown pass from number 11, Dontavian Littleton, to number 4, Jaden Brown. Extra point was blocked, and we got a tie. We got a barn burner here, Bobby.
That's a good ball game, and you gotta pull out all the stops in high school football. Kids play both ways. They play on special teams, and that's your starting quarterback for the Piggott Mohawks, Tanner Dixon, on a field goal block.
Logan Slayton's going to kick for Osceola. Need good kickoff coverage here.
And this Seminole crowd's gotten into it, and that's a good sign for the Seminoles.
He approaches the ball, and it's going to be a off-the-foot kick. Osceola's going to jump on it. All we have to do is jump on it. And we got it. I don't think they knew it, Bobby. They looked around at the beginning like, do we need to jump on it?
Well, it looked to me like it was intentional. I think that was an onside kick by Coach Carter because you had a bunch set down here on the eastern side of the football, on the eastern side of the field, and just a great recovery there by the Seminoles, and now you got life. Now you got to come out and you got to capitalize here.
Hey, just need a long drive. You don't have to have it all at one time.
That's correct.
Just run. Just get the football and let's move the ball. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, shotgun formation.
But you can't stop doing what works for you. You can't just decide we're not going to throw the football or we're not going to try to push it downfield.
Ball sitting at the 48-yard line of Piggott. There is a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's got room, 45, and good job there by that defense. Ball's at the 45. How's he get to 46? They're going to give it to him at the 46-yard line. Gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8 for Osceola.
That's a good run there by Jonathan Stovall. You like to see him cut the ball back up. I mean, it looks like that's what he's trying to do, and he just kind of slipped down. You just got to keep moving the football here if you're the Seminoles.
2nd down and 8 for Osceola. 9:08 left here in the game. We've got a 6-6 tie. 4 wide receivers set one more time. Shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. He wants to screen. He's got it. He's at the 40. He's got a man in front of him. 35. He's going to try to cut it up. He's crossed the 30. And going to go down to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for Osceola on the screen pass, Bobby.
That may be the most well-executed play I've seen from the Seminole offense tonight. That screen developed nicely. Jonathan Stovall sits down right where he's supposed to. You got your line out there blocking. A great play by the Seminoles, and it pays off.
Ball's at the 29-yard line of Piggott. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's got a man out there. Number 5, Landry Clayton. He's got the ball and down at the 6-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal for Osceola. Good pitch and catch from Dontavian Littleton and Landry Clayton.
And that's what I've been talking about all night, Michael, is to run those flag routes or those post routes into the middle of the field. The middle of that zone is open. You got Tanner Dixon out there making a great tackle, but Landry and Clayton comes free. He comes wide open running across the middle of that zone. You need to expose that more if you're Seminoles.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. Seminoles have the ball. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to run. He's across the 5 to the 4 to the 3-yard line. It's going to be second and goal from the 3.
That's a touchdown-saving tackle by Michael Parker right there. If he doesn't get Don Taven on the ground, he's going to score on that play.
Ball sent at the 3-yard line. Second and goal. 7:44 left in this ball game. 6-6, but the Seminoles are knocking on the door. Need to get it in. Two wide receivers to the near side, two to the far side. Shotgun formation. Littleton is your quarterback. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Still rolling. Trying to get up, and he's going to be tackled. We'll see. I think they're going to give him back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be third and goal.
And I'm assuming that it looked like a design draw there. Jabari Person was open down here on the eastern end of the end zone, or the eastern side of the end zone, and I just never saw Don Taven step or set his feet like it was a pass play. It looked like it was a design draw from the beginning.
Seminoles are in the shotgun. Here we go. Third and goal. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's trying to find a slit. He's going across. Let's see if he gets in, and he does. There's a 3-yard touchdown run by number 11, Don Taven. Littleton and the Seminoles take the lead.
And that's just Don Taven using his strength and power to get in the end zone. For the first time tonight, I'm looking at the Piggott defense, and they look like they're maybe a little bit tired, maybe a little bit gassed there. You just had a long drive by the Seminoles and the onside kick recovery, and you got to come back and play another series, and that looked like maybe fatigue had a little bit to play in that.
They're gonna go for the 1 here. I thought they might go for 2, but nevertheless they're gonna go for 1. Logan Slayton's gonna attempt the extra point. There's a snap to hold us down, and once again it's blocked.
Same guy, Tanner Dixon.
On the same side, Bobby, and it's like nobody's telling them that. I don't guess I understand. Take a timeout with them. We're going to take a timeout. Back in 30 seconds.
Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
And welcome back to Seminole Stadium. We are on the campus of Osceola High School here in Osceola, Arkansas. Osceola has just scored on a 3-yard touchdown run by number 11, Don Taven Littleton. Extra point was blocked. 12-6, Osceola leads, and Bobby, we're finna get ready to kick off one more time.
I think we need to go ahead and kick it this time. You got a strong defense, and you've held Piggott to 6 points, and you know defense wins championships, and this is where you got to trust that bunch of kids to get out here and get a stop and get you the football back so you can control the football game. But it was a great night for football, and this is a great football game.
Slayton approaches the ball, and it is just a little squib kick right in the middle of the field, and they're going to recover it at the 41-yard line, so Piggott will have the ball first and 10 there, decent field position.
And right here, you just got to stand up. This is a point in the football game where as a football player, you just got to find, you got to reach down and it's kind of gut check time. Reach down and figure out what you've got and go out here and execute, complete your assignment, do your job.
4 wide receivers set this time for Piggott. Ball's marked at the 41-yard line of Piggott. There's a snap. Going to give it to the running back. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Just going to maybe get one. Going to get 1 yard. That's going to bring it to the 42. Second 9 for the Mohawks.
It's Chris Littleton getting in the way there, getting across, getting penetration into that backfield of the Piggott Mohawks. And Shyler Young comes across the formation and cleans that up. from his linebacking position. That's a good start for the Seminoles on this drive. That's an excellent start.
Mohawks come back to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. 1 man goes into motion. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Still trying to get outside, and there's a big loss in the backfield by Anthony Harris Jr. It's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, Bobby, 3rd and about 14.
A design run there by the Mohawks, a design quarterback run there. Tanner Dixon moving to his right, and A.J. just makes a better defensive play. He comes in, he's playing outside linebacker in that 3-4 stack, and it just a good football play to get Tanner Dixon on the ground.
3rd down, 3rd and 13. Ball's back at the about the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to go right down the middle of the field, and nobody's looking. Nobody even looked up for the football. That's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 13 for the Mohawks.
He's got Logan Ralph and Brandon Seal both in that seam, and, man, if Brandon Seal turns around and sees that football, he may still be running. Dixon went to the right place in the field, on the field with the pass. It just didn't seem like the quarterback and receivers were on the same page.
See what Piggott decides to do here. 4th and 13 in their own end of the field.
5 minutes here. I think you've got to punt the football and hope your defense can stand up again. I mean, they've played well all night.
They are in punt formation. And there is a snap. Going to be a high end over end kick. It's going to go across the field and goes across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line, and that's where Osceola will have it, 1st and 10. Good job there from Piggott, turning the field over.
Solid punt there by Michael Parker. Solid punt.
Again, want to thank everybody for watching the Seminole Nation tonight. What a ball game you got to see. Want to thank all our fans from Piggott and all the fans from Osceola from watching tonight. Hope you like our page. Please subscribe. And everybody listening on the Sudbury Radio Sports app, want to thank you so much for listening on the app. See what the Seminoles can do here. 1st downs is what they need, Bobby. 5:07 left in this ball game, leading by 6, 12-6.
And as an offense right here, you just got to execute. You're not looking for anything flashy or big right here. Just got to execute and move the football.
There is a snap. They're going to give it to Tony Williams. He's across the 15. He's across the 20. And we got a flag way back in the backfield here. And
they're going to get A.J. for a hold.
We'll see what the flag's for. Yep, it's going to be a hold against Osceola. That's going to negate the play.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a good word. A.J. just got too much jersey in that, and he tried to let go of it, but it was too late. The official had already seen it, and again, that's a mistake that you just can ill afford right here. You gotta move the football in this point in the football game. You got to lead. You got 5 minutes. Just execute, get 1st downs, and you can eat this clock up and get out of here with a conference win.
Ball's back to the 6-yard line. No mistakes here. Seminoles cannot afford one. And there's a snap. They're going to give it to the running back. He's trying to get to the outside, and he's going to go backwards and going to have a loss back to about the 4-yard line.
Good play there by Trent Stevens. He's coming across the backside of that formation and getting Tony down. Tony's got to get north and south. When you're backed up this far in your own territory, you don't have time to dance around and try to pick a hole. You just got to get north and south and get yardage.
Be 2nd and 21 for Osceola. They just cannot afford a safety here. Need some positive yardage. They're going to let this clock run. 10 on the play clock. And there is a snap. Don Taven's going to look to run this time, and he's going to get across the 5 up to about the 7-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down to about 18.
That's just to get a little breathing room there. I mean, that's designed to just keep you from standing in the end zone when you take the snap.
Well, if we run the ball and they stop us, I can see a timeout coming from
Piggott.
Mm-hmm. If you roll the dice and throw it, either way, I think you're going to get a stoppage at play. So what do you do, Bobby?
I think you try to go out here and get the first down. I mean, it's either that or you're going to punt. But
there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's still looking right
There
across
it
the
is.
middle of the field. He's got him. That's Landry Clayton at the 35, folks, and that is a huge first down for Osceola. Great pitch and catch there from Don Tablin to Landry and Clayton.
I've said it all night, Michael. The middle of that zone is open. If you can run those seam routes and get into the middle of that zone, it's open. And once again, Don Taven is on time and on target with the football, and that's a big first down for these Seminoles.
First and 10, ball's marked at the 35-yard line of Osceola. Osceola leading Piggott 12-6 with 2:56 left in this ball game. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's across the 40. They're trying to he got to hold on to that football now. And he's going to go down to about the 47-yard line. That's a first down, gain of about 11. And the Seminoles have another first down, first and 10. And they're trying to strip that ball out, Bobby.
Oh, they're going to go after the football. I mean, that's exactly what Pickett's got to do. And a good power run there by Don Taven Littleton. And you keep that clock moving, and that's what you got to do right here. All you got to do is keep the clock moving and keep the chains moving. You can get out of here with a good conference win.
Sooner or later, you're going to see Piggott have to use some of them timeouts just to try to do something. But as long as Osceola's moving the ball, it's going to make it hard. One wide receiver to the far side, two to the near side. Ball sitting at the 47-yard line. There is a snap. Give it to the running back, number 8. He's going to get positive yards up to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 1. I guess I'm seeing things. Did he not fall to 48? I'm about to get some glasses. You told me to get some glasses.
I think you need some glasses.
You didn't see him fall to 48?
No, I think he's down right where he was.
Wow, I got to get some glasses. I'm working on it. No gain on the play. Good job by the Piggott defense.
I'm a little surprised we didn't get a timeout there by the Mohawks. I would have thought they would have taken a timeout.
There is a snap. They're going to give it to Landry and Clayton. He's going to try to get around. He does. He gets to 45. He's at the 50. Oh, 45, 40. And going to go out of bounds over there at about the 35-yard line. And, we got a flag on the play.
Get him for a hold.
Well,
it's going to back you up a little bit.
That's going to bring it back.
I'm not sure that's I mean, it's certainly the Mohawks don't want the result of the play there, but that gives Osceola another shot at second down. So
ball's going to sit at the 42-yard. And Osceola, like I said, will have the ball at the 42-yard line. .120 left in this ball game. Need positive yards here. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get a positive yards up across the 45, about the 45-yard line. And that's going to bring up a third down. Third and about 12 for Osceola. And Piggott's going to
There's the timeout.
Piggott's going to take a timeout. Hey, let's take a quick timeout with them. We'll let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds.
Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Seminole Stadium, 1:12 left in this ball game. Seminoles are holding on to a 12-6 lead, Bobby, and 3rd and 12. I don't know if you'll see them airmail it out here with the possibility of stopping the clock, or do you run the ball, make Piggott take that timeout?
Well, at this point in the football game, I mean you're not up by 2 scores. You're up by 1 with the potential to lose on an extra point if Piggott were to convert. So I think you just got to run your offense. I mean, you can't play this game scared. You can't play this game worried about what will happen. at this point, the middle of that zone's open. Don Taven can deliver the football. You don't have to get it all on this play, but you can go out and get 8 or 9 yards and make it a makeable 4th down. So I think you just got to continue to play the game and run your offense.
3rd and 12 for Osceola. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Don Taven Littleton. And there is a snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking, still looking. Going to throw across the way. He's got Landry Clayton. One more time. What a catch. What a catch by number 5, Landry Clayton. Catches the ball, puts the foot on the ground, makes sure he's in bounds. And, Bobby, you can smell it. You can start to smell it. 1:01 left in this ball game. 1st down for the Seminoles. Huge call on 3rd down.
And, again, you just got to continue to run your offense, and that's what you did right there. That aggressiveness, that's exactly how you win football games.
1st and 10 for Osceola. Ball's marked at the 39-yard line. I don't know what we're doing. Referee's talking to the coach. Still don't know what we're doing. He's pointing at somebody. Marks the ball ready for play. Ball went out of bounds, so the clock won't move until it's snapped. 57 seconds left in this ball game. Seminoles are holding on to a 12-6 lead.
And right here now, you can afford right here to run the football and be a little bit more conservative.
They need to hang on to it. They're going to try to.
You've got to hang on to the football.
And there is a snap. They'll give it to the running back. He's hit right to the line of scrimmage. Just needs to fall down there, but he's not going to. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, no, he's going to lose 1 to the 40. And be 2nd down and 11.
Immediately, Piggott calls a timeout.
Yep, Piggott's going to take a timeout. But let's just keep it right here. What a ball game. Man.
That's a great football game. And everybody, these days seems to be a fan of the big points and the huge offensive outputs, but for me, this is football.
Yes.
Now, this is come out here and put your best 11 on the field against my best 11, and let's see who's stronger. And
no doubt.
It's a game of adversity and it's a game of challenges, and you've seen both teams struggle with turnovers. We talked about it. Who was going to come out and figure it out? Piggott did that first. It's just it's great to see 2 football teams get out here and play good, solid, clean football and play with so much emotion and, the inspiration that Piggott gets from Hunter Midkiff. And, this is a good football team. That's
no
a
doubt.
Very solid football team, and, they're going to do well this season.
Yes, they are. And Piggott, again, like just to echo off what you said, they've got an excellent football team. Look like Osceola is lining up in the greatest formation in the game, Bobby.
That's the victory.
That's the victory formation. They know they can run the clock out. We just need a good snap here, and let's try to probably needs to get a few seconds off that clock.
AJ needs to back up and dance just a little bit, but he's not going to.
May have to.
It's going to be pretty close here.
There ain't no play clock. Play clock says 8. So it ain't going to matter. They don't have to snap it again. 33 seconds left in this ball game. They do not have to snap it again. And Osceola is not going to snap it. And Bobby, we hadn't got they still got 22 seconds, but we're not going to snap it. Don't have to. Seminoles going to get out of here with a 12-6 victory. And, man, what a battle here in Osceola tonight.
I got to tell you, the Piggott Mohawks came to play football tonight. Tanner Dixon, excellent job at quarterback, and Logan White did Hunter Midkiff proud there wearing that number 56, and he was a force on defense. You just have to be proud for that football team, and then as a Seminole, you've got to be super proud of a team that just couldn't seem to get out of its own way. We know what the Seminoles are capable of offensively, and once again, that defense. We lean on that defense, and it wins football games for you. It's why they say defense wins championships, and just able to face the adversity and overcome it and pull out a victory.
No doubt about it. Seminoles going to win 12-6 over the Piggott Mohawks. So we'll take a timeout real quick. We're going to get our stats together. We'll come back and have the post-game show. We're going to let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 4 minutes.
Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your
We are into the ball game here. Osceola 12, Piggott 6. What we're going to do now, we're going to take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 4 minutes.
Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Tyler and his wife Carolyn are lifelong residents of Osceola and alumni of Osceola High School. Tyler is fighting to make a better Osceola. Tyler is running for re-election to the Osceola City Council, and let's support him in making Osceola prouder, stronger, and better. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan wants to remind everyone to get out and vote on November the 3rd. Osceola Councilmember Tyler Dunnigan is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Located at 1460 West Kaiser, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, and they are a member FDIC. You can contact Branch Manager Greg Reese at 870-622-0400. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics.
Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate, and you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect.
Osceola City Council member Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. Sandra represents the Osceola City Council, Ward 2, Position 2. Sandra spent 35 years volunteering with the youth in our community and promises to keep fighting for a brighter future for us all. Sandra's motto is Prayers for Our City. Sandra is asking for your vote for re-election for Osceola City Council Ward 2 Position 2 on November 3rd. Sandra Brand is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. The Sandbar Grill is located at 1100 West Kaiser in Osceola and can be reached at 563-5700. The Sandbar Grill is a family-owned restaurant established in 2007. Sandbar Grill features certified Angus steaks, seafood, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Owners Harry and Jeanette Keats are lifelong Osceola residents and welcome everyone with a smile. Sandbar Grill is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. State Representative Monty Hodges is running for re-election for District 55. Monty is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Monty has worked hard in the state legislature representing District 55 and is asking for your vote on November 3rd. Monty wishes the Osceola Seminoles good luck on the season and let's win a state championship. Let's all help re-elect Monty Hodges for State Representative for District 55. Monty Hodges is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Willis Clinic is a proud supporter of the Seminole Nation. Medical Director Dr. Sharita Willis is wishing the Seminoles a safe and successful season on the field. The Willis Clinic is located at 616 West Lee, and their hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Willis Clinic can be reached at 870-563-2545. The Willis Clinic is serving your total health care needs. The Willis Clinic is a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics. The Osceola School
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We're in the post game. Osceola has just defeated the Piggott Mohawks 12-6 in one heck of a football game. I mean, that's all I can say to you. Just two teams battling out here, and Osceola comes out with a victory here tonight, 12-6. And Bobby will go over scoring, and there was no scoring in the first half. Both teams moved the football. Both teams had the opportunity to move the football down, and then both of them fumbled. I mean, we had fumbles in the first half by both teams, just shot themselves in the foot, went to the half 0-0. Third quarter with 5:30 left, 1-yard touchdown run by number 10, Tanner Dixon. The two-point conversion was no good, and Piggott led 6-0, and that's the way we ended the third quarter, 6-0. In the fourth quarter with 9:45 left, a 40-yard touchdown pass from number 11, Dontaven Littleton, to number 4, Jaden Brown. The extra point was no good, and it was 6-6. And then with 6:36 left in the ball game, after a onside kick that Osceola got, Osceola had a 3-yard touchdown run by number 11, Dontaven Littleton. Once again, the extra point was no good, and the Seminoles ended up getting the ball back on a punt and run the clock out. Seminoles win 12-6 here tonight.
Just an old style football game. Just defensive challenges everywhere on the field, and as a Mohawk fan, you've got to be proud of the effort that your team put out there, and as a Seminole fan, you've really got to be proud of the fact that this team saw just loads of adversity in this football game, and they just continued to fight. And we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, that you knew these kids, Coach Carter's a quality coach because of the fight that these kids have in them. They're willing to go out there and fight for the coach and try to win these football games, and you just have to be proud of their intensity and the continued fight they had out there on the field tonight.
We got our stats coming here in just a second, Bobby. Let's talk about our conference matchup real quick, and we'll find out kind of where everybody is at this point. As we stated, Osceola has beaten Piggott 12-6 here at Osceola tonight. Hoxie was at home tonight to Palestine Wheatley, and it's all Hoxie 49-14. Over at Harrisburg, I think they're in the fourth quarter right now. It's Harrisburg 27, Walnut Ridge 8. In the fourth quarter, it's Corning 28, Manila 12. So you kind of see how the conference is going right now with Harrisburg, Hoxie, Osceola, and Corning right now holding out with the wins. On our sister station right now, the Blytheville Chickasaws are up 36-21 over Jonesboro Westside, and that's a change from the first half. I think they're in the fourth quarter right now. Pocahontas is leading Gosnell 39-30. Rivercrest rolled over Cave City 48-7. And right now, on the top of the eighth, it's the San Diego Padres 3, Cardinals nothing. So we'll see if the Cardinals can come back and do something there.
That doesn't sound good.
Or else their season's going to be over. Looking at stats here, Bobby, for Pocahontas, they had 27 rushes for 109 yards. They were 8 for 12 passing for 116 yards for 225 yards total. For Osceola, 39 rushes, 141 yards. They were 11 for 14 through the air for 218 yards, 359 yards total offense.
That's a little more balanced than what we've seen in the past couple of weeks for the Seminoles, and I know that Coach Carter wants to get more to that balanced area, run and pass. But you got to do what wins football games, and tonight the pass really bailed the Seminoles out. I mean, you were able to effectively run the football game to close it out, which is a good sign. But again, you saw a football team that didn't seem to be able to get in sync early in the football game, and they just overcame that adversity. They continued to fight, continued to plug away, and ultimately were able to get out of here with a solid conference win.
Exactly right. It was a hard-fought one. Anytime you can be 2-0 in conference, that's exactly the way you want it. Hey, no matter how you get them, whether it's by 1 point or if it's by 50 points, when you are 2-0 in conference, that still puts you ahead of some of the other teams in the conference. So, good job here by Osceola tonight. Big win against the Piggott Mohawks. Dontaven Littleton had 20 rushes for 92 yards, 1 touchdown. and he had 218 yards through the air from 1 touchdown. Man, Dante even had another big career night here at Osceola. And, hey, how about old Landry and Clayton? 4 catches, 99 yards tonight, Bobby.
Done a really good job, and again, you know, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I saw it all night that the middle of that zone was open, and when Landry figured that out and started sitting down in that thing, he was able to make some good catches and big catches, catches in high stress times that had to be made. That last third down, the 3rd and 19, and you convert that to get a first down to keep that drive going. That lets you win the ball game. That kind of keeps your offense on the field, uses up more clock, and those are big plays. For high school kids to make that way under that pressure.
Folks, next week your Seminoles will travel. We'll be on the road to Palestine. Wheatley next week. That's a place, Bobby, I don't think the Seminoles have been. If they have, it's been a long time since Osceola's played Palestine. And we're going to travel there next Friday night, folks. We plan on bringing you the live stream from Palestine Wheatley starting at 6:40 next Friday night. You'll also be able to listen on the Sudbury Radio Sports app starting at 6:40 next Friday night. We'll do our best. Hopefully we'll have a signal down there. That's what we hope. Get a good signal. We'll be able to have a good live stream. Nevertheless, we'll have the radio also. So we travel to Palestine Wheatley next Friday night. Hope all the fans can come over and cheer your Seminoles on to victory. Want to thank Bobby Eflin, our color commentary. Did an excellent job here tonight. I mean, he's best in the business in my opinion. Jade Gonzalez is the man behind all the switches and buttons and all that stuff. He did an excellent job. He's a director, and he's getting ready to take a trip. And we're going to let him go for a few days, but he'll be back ready to go next Friday night at Palestine. Want to thank Gage Eflin. He worked the camera for us here tonight at Seminole Stadium. We appreciate him so much. I want to thank Miss Denise Berg back at the station. She's the one that keeps us in line, lets us know when to come in, when to go out, lets us know the scores on our sister stations. And we appreciate her so much. We thank Mr. Harold Sudbury Broadcasting, for allowing us to do the sports app. We appreciate him so much for letting us do that also. We'll be back on 107.3 The GOAT here before too much longer. So we appreciate him very much. Coach Thompson, he helped us with our stats. He's been very good on helping us with that. And I appreciate him so much up here in the booth. He's just a very good guy, and he keeps us straight on our stats. So I want to thank Coach Thompson for doing that. Folks, Seminoles win 12-6 here tonight at Seminole Stadium. 2-0 in conference makes us 2-2 on the season. Next week at Palestine Wheatley, 6:40 for the pregame. Want to thank everybody for listening. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week at Palestine.
Take a slide, find your zone every day.